We present Overland Patrol, a series of stories set in the vast Australian outback, featuring Sergeant Adam Strang of the Northern Territory Police. Episode 18, The Wells of Mataranka.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Save your tears, girl. Your father wouldn't thank you for them. Now take hold of that shovel and fill in the grave.
Mother, we said no prayers, nothing.
Don't know any prayers. Now get busy with the shovel, go on.
All right.
The only prayers your father knew were for rain. By the look of that black sky, it's coming at last. Trust him to miss out on it. Hey, Lena, keep shoveling, can't you? Or do you want an arthritic old woman to do it for you, eh? Keep shoveling, girl.
Well, so far, so good.
Yeah? Mr. Mark, I'll hold him the fence post while you shovel in, eh?
Yeah, I've got a better idea, Lightning. You do the shoveling, and I'll do the holding.
Oh.
Come on, get cracking.
Yeah.
Well. Hard at it, eh?
Hello, Adam. Just getting the corner post in.
So I see. Good work. When it's finished, we'll have a fine new horse yard.
Yeah, and I'll have a fine new crop of blisters.
You know, Mike, we might even extend the new yard to the cell block behind the station. Make a nice, tidy setup.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Right, well, that should hold it for now. Oh, you know, I'm darned if I can see the point of building a new horse yard. It isn't as if we're going to demechanize the force. Or are we?
Hardly. But I want to run some horses of my own. I've had spies out for some time now looking for stock, but the good ones are hard to find.
Oh, is that why you're going to get in touch with Alf Galloway?
Yes, he called me up this morning from Mataranka. He has a colt for me already broken to the saddle. It's one of the Cressida colts, bred on the station. And you know how good Cressida is?
No, I'm afraid I've never met her.
Met her? Damn it, she's a brood mare.
Oh, then that explains it.
Mike, old fella, you've been toiling too long in the sun. You're fed up, and I don't blame you. I tell you what, we'll skip Marty's tea and scones and go down to the pub. What you need is a long, cold beer, or maybe two.
Now you're talking. I'll just wash the grime off. Hello, callers?
Now, who the devil's this?
It's a pretty dilapidated old van, I must say.
G'day!
G'day! What can I do for you?
More to the point, what can I do for you? The name's Fairbrother, Sandy Fairbrother. The name doesn't mean much to you jokers, I can see.
That means nothing, I'm afraid. What's your trouble, Mr. Fairbrother?
I haven't any troubles, Captain. I'm the most trouble-free joker this side of Darwin.
Lucky you. And I'm Sergeant Strang, in charge around here. This is Constable Dawson.
How do?
Glad to meet you, Constable, and you, Sergeant Strang. My word, it's a real pleasure. I've heard about you all over the place. I travel, you see.
In what?
I'm a saddler by trade.
Oh, yeah?
Ah, it's a dying art. But that's why I reckoned you might have heard of me. I've been knocking around the territory a good many years now, and that means a lot of my saddles are kicking around, too. Maybe you know the Baronia brand.
I know it. A good saddle in its time.
My old man started that brand over in Queensland years back. He used to put in every stitch by hand. Believe it or not, he made saddles to order for some of the top jockeys in the country. He taught me and my brothers the trade. And now, well, there's only me still at it.
Traveling around, eh?
Just like a damn hawker. But it's better than being stuck in some city factory breaking your back over a machine. Ah, I see you're building a new horse yard.
That's right.
I noticed a couple of hacks as I came over. Now, how are you off for saddlery, Sergeant?
We're all right. The government sees to that.
Sure. And how about repairs? I've got a bench in the back of my van over there. I can fix anything from a broken rein to a pony saddle with its stuffing coming out.
I'm afraid you're out of luck, Mr. Fairbrother.
Ah, Sandy'll do. You do your own repairs, then?
We do. Anything too big for us, we send back to the depot.
Yeah, that's the way things go these days. It's hard for players. As I said, mine's a dying art. People just don't want to know anymore. But I'd rather do a slow starve out in the big country than live off my fat in the city. At least out here a man's his own boss, and that's worth all the gold in the Royal Colonial Mint, believe you me.
Casper sighting, Charlie Lacey here.
This is Malabar Plains Police.
I believe you're trying to raise us.
Oh, yes. Is Sergeant Strang there, please?
I'm afraid he isn't, Mr. Lacey. This is Marty Strang speaking.
Oh, hello, Marty. Could you pass a message on to Adam when he gets in?
Of course.
I suppose I'm silly to worry about it, but there's a chap who lives up in the hills above Mataranka. His name's Marriott, Arnold Marriott, known as the Jigger. You got that, Marty?
Arnold Marriott, nicknamed the Jigger. Yes, Mr. Lacey.
He was a well-known jockey once down south. Well, for the past 5 years, he's been living with his wife and daughter like hillbillies up there on what we call the Saddleback. The Jigger's a diabetic.
A what?
Diabetic. He has a supply of insulin flown in every 3 months by the flying doctor, regular as clockwork, so he can keep himself alive. The insulin's delivered to me, and I keep it in my fridge until the old Jigger comes down from the mountain to my store and picks it up. Marty, I've had his last supply for the past 3 weeks, and he hasn't collected. I'm really worried. The insulin's got to be kept at the right temperature, and my fridge isn't the best.
Have you tried to get word to him, Mr. Lacey?
Well, he's a hard man to reach. Trouble is, we've been having rainstorms this past fortnight on and off, and that doesn't make things easier.
Mr. Lacey, haven't the Marriotts got a radio?
No, they haven't. The only mod con they've got up there is a kerosene fridge for the insulin. They're really cut off. Only time I ever see Jigger's when he calls in for his insulin supply and takes back with him enough stores to last him for the next 3 months. Marty, will you tell Adam about this?
Yes, of course, Mr. Lacey. The moment he gets back.
Thanks. By the way, have you had any rain down your way?
Not enough to wet a cat. We've had a lot of thunder and lightning at nights. Clouds pile up, then go away again. And it's supposed to be the rainy season.
Yeah, blowed if I know which is worse, the wet or the drought. Either way, you can't win.
Is there anyone at home?
Coming! Marty, there's someone in the front store. I'll have to go. Oh, and while I think of it, Happy New Year.
Oh, same to you, Mr. Lacey. Goodbye.
Bye, Marty. Well, now, what can I do for... Lena Marriott.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lacey. You look as though you'd seen a ghost.
Well, I didn't exactly expect to see you, Lena. Goodness me, you gave me quite a turn. You see, I was only just this minute talking about you. Well, that is about your father.
What were you saying about him?
Nothing bad, my dear. It's just that I was worried about him not coming to collect his supplies.
Well, I've come.
Yeah, it's a relief. Great relief, I can tell you. I was starting to think something had happened to Jigger, knowing how his life depends on that insulin.
You shouldn't have worried.
Of course I worried. I called up the police and told them.
Police?
Well, who else? Adam Strang's the nearest, and goodness knows he's far enough away. Out in this country, Lena, hardships are shared, and problems like getting insulin to your dad.
I've come for it. And for our stores, so there's no reason to go on about it.
Meaning your dad's all right?
Why shouldn't he be? Of course he's all right.
Well, the insulin he has to take...
The package came, didn't it? The flying doctor wouldn't get held up by the rain.
It came weeks ago, Lena. I've got it here for you. Now, if you'll give me your grocery list, I'll start making it up.
Here's the list.
Oh, see, thanks. Yeah. Not as many stores as usual this time, Lena. Not a very long list.
It's all we need. My mother said...
Your mother? Oh, did she come down the mountain with you?
No, of course not. I drove down by myself.
Must be the first time you've made the trip on your own.
Yes.
Rough, eh? In that old car of yours.
Yeah, it was terrible. Mr. Lacey, are you going to give me my stores or aren't you?
Now, there's no need to get excited. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of daylight hours left.
But I have to get back, please, Mr. Lacey.
Right. 1 sack of potatoes, half a flour. Yeah, I hope your car's parked handy.
It's just outside. I can carry the things out as you give them to me.
Where I come from, Lena, young girls don't carry sacks of spuds.
Young girls. Mr. Lacey, do I look young?
You're cooped up too much on the saddleback. It's time you went back to the city, Lena. Package of salt, right?
I'm never back.
Never? Oh, that's silly talk, Lena, if you'll excuse me. You can't spend the rest of your life on a mountain. It's sinful.
A lot of things seem sinful. But things aren't always what they seem, are they?
Lena, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
It's your dad, isn't it? He's very sick, eh?
No.
Lena...
Look, Mr. Lacey, please, will you just give me the parcel and my stores and let me get away, will you?
Yes, Lena.
And if the police come asking questions, you tell them they'll be wasting their time if they try to climb the saddleback. We don't want the police. We don't need help. We just want to be left alone. Now, let's start loading up the car, shall we, Mr. Lacey?
Hello there! Sergeant Strang, are you home?
What do you want?
Oh, excuse me. I was looking for the sergeant.
It's Mr. Fairbrother, isn't it?
Sandy the Saddler. I just looked in to say so long to the sergeant. I'm on my way north.
Well, I'm afraid he's out on patrol. He won't be back till sundown.
Oh, well, I'll be well on my way by then. I just wanted to thank Sergeant Strang for sending me out to Folly Down Station. I got a day's work out of Miss Gordon, repairing some harness.
Oh, that's good. Well, you can see Constable Dawson if you like.
Oh, is he home?
Yes, you'll find him in his room, down there at the end of the veranda.
Great, I'll just put my head in. Thanks, Miss Strang.
Yeah?
Excuse me, Constable. Miss Strang said you were here, so...
Sandy Fairbrother. Oh, come in, come in.
Thanks.
Oh, glad to see you. Hey, have a seat. I'm a bit cluttered, I'm afraid. I don't believe in wasting 1 inch of space in my quarters.
Oh, very nice quarters, too, I must say. Well, now, it's good to take the weight off. I've been going like a scalded cat since I went out to Folly Downs. Got a good day's work out of him.
How'd you get on with Pat Gordon?
A bit of all right, isn't she? I mean, for a station owner.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, no offense, no offense. It's just that, well, station owners aren't like you and me, are they? I mean, they're up there and we're down here, as you might say.
Where are you off to next?
North. Maybe I'll make my way to Darwin the long way round. That is, if the old jalopy stays on its wheels. It's just about ready to give up the ghost. Hey, that's a fine pair of spurs you have hanging up there. Silver, aren't they?
Yeah? Oh, the Spurs, yeah. They're a trophy. Won them when I was in the South Australian Mounted Division. They must have been short of competitors that year.
It must be great to have trophies on the wall, pictures, books, your own things, in a home that doesn't jump around.
Oh, a policeman's life does have its drawbacks, you know.
Michael, the transceiver.
Yeah, what did I tell you? We're out in the back of Beyond, but still they find us.
Michael, there's a drover on the line. He wants a permit to move cattle.
I'll see to him.
And I'd better be on my way. Can't waste time chatting all day. So long, Mike.
So long, Sandy. I hope things break better for you.
You never can tell. So long, Miss Strang. See you some more.
Oh, it's muggy tonight. Marty, maybe we'll need veranda blinds out here after all.
Don't count on it, Michael. The rain's as far off as it ever was.
I suppose you're right. Just now, Adam was saying that they're moving cattle out of the Minjim country. The drought's so bad down there.
I'm glad at least he was talking to you. I've just left him, eating his solitary dinner in dignified silence.
I know the feeling when you come off patrol.
Oh, here he is now.
Checked the log, Adam. Inspected the defences and so forth.
I checked the log, Constable Dawson, and I trust your defences are sound.
What's that supposed to mean?
Michael, I think you're sitting in his chair.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Don't move, don't move. This chair will do. Just fine. And I was referring to the fact that you let our travelling saddler slip away.
What's this?
You mean Sandy Fairbrother?
The one and only, the rather scruffy gent with the fixed and anxious smile, the man who'd rather starve out back than be a millionaire in the city, Sandy the Saddler. I came home by way of Folly Downs.
What's he done?
Fairbrother, he used our goodwill and Pat Gordon's. Out of sheer charity, she gave him a week's work.
A week? But he said
A week.
he only...
Fairbrother elected to work 1 day. He botched up some harness repairs, told Pat's overseer he had urgent business up north, and departed. Incidentally, he took with him a brand new stock saddle worth $100.
Oh, no.
He must have thought the theft wouldn't be detected, but Pat's overseer was suspicious and checked after Fairbrother left, which was bad luck for Fairbrother.
My silver spurs!
Eh?
Michael.
No, it's all right. I just remembered. No, he can't have taken them. I saw him off the premises. God, when I think how sorry for him I felt. It's enough to make you spit chips.
Adam, does Pat want to prosecute? Over the stolen saddle, I mean.
No, she doesn't. But I do. Pat was kind to him and he robbed her. I'll make the beggar sweat when I catch up with him.
When? Adam, he cleared out hours ago. He'll be 100 miles away by
He
now.
isn't, you know. He called at Lacey's store over at Casper's Siding just after sundown.
You've been talking to Charlie Lacey?
I called him up just now. That story of yours about the Marriotts had worried me, Marty, so I got on to Charlie and talked to him about it.
And he mentioned seeing Fairbrother?
Yes, it seems Fairbrother asked the way out to the Saddleback, claimed to be a friend of Jigger Marriott from the old racing days.
Mr. Lacey said that Jigger used to be a jockey.
Right. Now, the point is, I know at least where Fairbrother is tonight. And Lacey said it's raining there, so Fairbrother could be stuck for a while. I intend to call on the Marriotts at Saddleback tomorrow. Very early breakfast, please, Marty. I'll be leaving at first light.
Yes, Adam. You going alone?
No, I'll take Lightning with me. If necessary, he can drive the Land Rover back.
I don't get you.
Well, the Saddleback's just north of Mataranka Station. And with luck, I'll clear up the Marriott mystery, put handcuffs on our roving saddler, and at the same time pick up the Cressida colt from Mataranka and ride it home.
Oh, Sergeant, sir, you think of everything.
I try to. Well, now, what's it to be before lights out? A three-handed game of crib, or listen in on the Outback radio? Or maybe we could have both at once, which would make a nice change.
It's no use, Lena. The van's bogged down deeper than it was last night.
What are you going to do, Sandy?
Oh, leave it on the track. What else can I do?
We'd better get back to the house. I'm getting drenched.
Come on then, Lena. Grab me arm. That's the idea. We'll run for it. In you go. Whew.
So, you're back.
Oh, Mother, it's really heavy now. It looks as if it's set in.
It never sets in.
Now, Mrs. Marriott, you know that's not right. Once the wet starts, the rain can keep up for months.
Only once in the 5 years we've been living in this hellhole.
Now, Mother, why don't you just sit down quietly?
I don't want to sit down. Rain makes me restless.
I know the feeling.
Do you now?
Sandy's car can't be budged. It's up to its axles down the track. He'll have to leave it.
That's too bad. But while you're stuck here, you can make yourself useful. I need some wood for the stove.
And just as soon as the rain eases off, I'll be out there at that wood heap. You know, it's like being in the Ark up here, up on top of Ararat with the floodwaters all round. Got any doves we can send out?
I'm afraid not. We've never seen proper floodwaters, as Mother said. These have been terribly dry years.
Then what do they use those concrete tanks for? I saw them as I was coming up the mountain track.
They're storage tanks.
For the Mataranka wells. Oh, a few years ago, the owners of Mataranka reckoned they could make a watershed out of the Saddleback. Oh, it was a grand scheme. They were going to store water up here and pipe it down to the plain. Irrigation. They were going to grow tobacco. Tobacco! They couldn't grow weeds.
So the irrigation scheme failed.
Well, it couldn't work without regular rains. Those wells are useless and the tanks are bone dry and cracked. The jigger always said he'd live to see the land flourish green as a bay tree. He didn't.
Yeah, it was a shock to find old Jigger dead. I knew him well on the racetracks in the old days.
Old days? How far back do you go? Yesterday?
Mother, there's no need to be rude. Sandy came here to see Father. He's a guest.
Is he? I never invited him. Coming here in the middle of the night, frightening the wits out of us, dumping his gear on our back veranda. I can't get in or out of my own kitchen.
I'll clear it up presently.
I'll do all the clearing up in this place. And don't get any ideas of staying on here. I don't care how wet it is. You'll get that van of yours and move it off our mountain, you hear?
I'm not deaf.
You leave him be. He'll stay just as long as I want him to.
So that's the way of it. The first thing in pants that comes along, and you never stop trying, do you, Lena? You never stop trying.
Why, the old battle axe. I don't mind what she says to me. My shoulders are broad. But having a go at you that way... Oh, Lena.
Oh, don't mind me. It's all right.
No, it isn't all right. Here, use my shoulder.
Oh, Sandy, you're the first decent person I've talked to for months and months. It's been dreadful living up here like crows on a high fence, waiting for the rain, just waiting.
Now, take it easy, girl. I've had things rough too, you know. All my life. Real rough. You wouldn't believe.
All Dad could talk about was the old days. The big days when he wore racing silks for rich men and lived like a prince. A prince. He pulled one horse too many and they broke him. And we ran away here to hide. We've been hiding ever since.
But last night you told me you went back to the city. You said you were a teacher down there.
Yes, I was a teacher. And I loved it. I loved someone else as well, Sandy. He was married. Didn't work out. He went back to his wife.
Stone me, you've had a bundle, haven't you?
So I came home. It was awful, the sense of having failed. I knew I could never go back.
I know the feeling well, but never say die. You've still got your looks, and things will be different. Now, poor old Jigger doesn't have to hide anymore.
Oh, that's just it. We have to hide now, Mother and I. More than ever we have to hide.
And we aren't the only ones.
Mother.
Fairbrother, your gear's still on the back veranda. I haven't touched it. I don't want to touch it after I saw the Folly Downs brand on that fine stock saddle of yours.
Mother!
What's all the fuss about? I bought that saddle from Pat Gordon, boss of Folly Downs. Paid a good money for it, too.
How much?
Now, see here, don't push me, missus. I'm an easy-going man, but don't push me.
I knew it. You stole that saddle. It's written all over your face. You and your fine big talk. You're just a thief on the run.
And what are you, Mrs. High and Mighty Marriott? I talked to Lacey down at the store when I asked the way here. He said Lena had picked up the old man's insulin. He reckoned Jigger must be pretty crook by now without insulin. I get here, and Jigger had been dead and buried for days. What did he die of,
Mother. My husband died of diabetes. There was no one to do it for us, so we found a decent box for him and buried him.
Then acted like you were still alive. Why did you do that, It'll take some explaining away, won't it? I mean, they've got laws covering that kind of thing. Why, the police might even suspect murder.
Murder? Oh, no. No! We only did what we thought best for Jigger. Oh, Lena. Lena, what are we going to do?
Pull yourself together, Mother. Look, the rain's stopped. The sun's coming out. It'll be the same as it always was. In an hour, the ground will be dry again and the sun burning down. Mr. Fairbrother, take your gear and get back to the van.
Now, let's not be hasty, Lena. I was only having a go at the old woman. Look, I want to help you. We could even try a fresh start, together. How about it, We feel the same. We're losers. And I like you, Lena. I'm that sorry for you. Why, you little...
I don't want your pity. Now,
Now,
get
wait
out,
a
go on,
minute.
get out! I said out, go on!
Now, see here, nobody pushes me around.
Don't bet on it, Fairbrother.
Who the... Sergeant Strang. Where did you spring from? Well, now, this is a surprise. How did you get your car up the track?
I came up on horseback. Fairbrother, I'm using my special powers to search your belongings. I'm looking for a missing saddle.
You'll find it out in the back veranda, Sergeant.
You
Strang.
old... And I'll tell you what else you'll find, copper. You'll find a grave on the hillside down there. Jigger Marriott's grave. Ask him what he died of. Go on, ask him.
Well, Mrs. Marriott?
I can tell you, Sergeant. My father killed himself. I found him in the shed down there. He'd hanged himself.
Oh, I see.
He couldn't forget the old days, what he'd once been. And the shame, the hiding away, it was too much. We buried him.
And suppressed the fact of his death. You gave Charlie Lacey the impression that Jigger was still alive.
We had to have food, Sergeant. But we couldn't bear to tell everybody how he died. It seemed easier this way.
Nothing's easy in our country, Mrs. Marriott. What do you say, Fairbrother?
I say, go to hell! Ooh. Oh, no, you don't. No, don't hit me, don't hit me.
A dingo to the last. I think the handcuffs are indicated. Now, put out your hands, Fairbrother. Thank you. That'll keep you on ice till I can get transport to take you back.
Well, you could take our car, Sergeant. In a little while, the track will be dried out.
And you'll want to take Lena and me back, too, won't you? If you think we've done wrong.
I shall have to examine the grave, Mrs. Marriott. I represent the law. I have to make sure. You understand?
We understand, Sergeant Strang. And you'll find that we have told you the truth. There's nothing left to fear, is there? I think it's time we came out of hiding. Time we left this place to its ghosts, Mother and I.
Well, Mike, there he goes, the Cressida colt. Settling down nicely in that fine horse yard you built.
I hope he appreciates it.
We all do, old man. Come on and I'll buy you a beer.
Good idea.
Ooh, Adam!
Oh, there's no rest for the wicked. What's up, Marty?
You want it on the transceiver. You'll never believe. It's a newspaper reporter calling from the Alice about the Marriott case.
A reporter? Good grief, it didn't take him long to get onto that.
There's nothing for him to get onto, Mike. As far as I'm concerned, the Marriott case is closed. Marty, did Lena get safely on the southbound plane?
Yes, and at the last minute her mother decided to go with her. Somehow I had the feeling that Lena was glad. At least they can face things together.
With luck, they'll be able to lose themselves in the city and the newspapers won't bother with them anymore. After all, why should they? There's no story in an old woman and a young one putting the past behind them and starting a new life.
But Adam, what about the Alice Springs reporter?
Oh, I'll talk to him, of course. I'll tell him how the wells of Mataranka have started to flow again after all these years. Could make quite a story.
But what will you tell him about Jigger Marriott's death?
No mystery there, Marty. Jigger Marriott, once a famous jockey, died before help could reach him. That's all the world needs to know. The Padre's consecrated his grave. He's at peace now. Up there, above the wells of Mataranka.
That was episode 18 of Overland Patrol by Anthony Scott Veach and Maurice Travers. We present Overland Patrol, a series of stories set in the vast Australian outback, featuring Sergeant Adam Strang of the Northern Territory Police. Episode 17, The Eye of the Tracker.
It's bringing cattle over.
Ari,
on
break it down,
every
will
track to the Gulf and back. Men know
Strike
the
me,
Queensland Rover.
Ari!
So pass the belly round,
Ari
boys,
Corbett!
don't- Hey, what's up, Leo, mate?
Oh, this rattletrap must have the staggers. At this rate, we'd be lucky to get to that shack of yours before next pancake day.
Ah, you're all the same, you outsiders.
Who are you calling an outsider? I've been here 6 months.
Yeah, and you still want to tear around like you got bull ants in your britches. Go on, relax, Leo. This is the territory. The land of take your time.
Well, you're taking it all right. Where the heck are we now?
We'll be passing the Malabar Plains turn-off pretty soon.
Malabar Plains?
And the next one after that'll be the track for Noonday Creek, and that is home.
You never said your place was anywhere near Malabar Plains.
So what?
Oh, so I don't reckon this is such a good idea. Suddenly it doesn't sound safe.
Why don't it?
Well, ain't there a cop shop at Malabar?
Sure. Adam Strang Station.
Holy cow, now I know it's a crook idea.
Well, what's biting you all of a sudden?
Well, I ain't so new to the territory that I haven't heard about Strang. He's a tough job and smart with it.
Ah, we're being smart too. We'll be sitting all nice and peaceful under the trees at Noonday Creek, listening to the birds and the cicadas. And we won't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, but Hari...
Ah, don't give yourself the highs, mate. She'll be sweet. And pass the belly round, boys. Don't let the pine pot stand there.
Hari, cut it out.
Tonight we'll drink the health
Oh, you're starting me some vitals
of
up again.
every overland.
Malabar Plains calling Alice Springs. Malabar Plains Police to Alice Springs Control.
Adam, where are you?
On the transceiver, Marty. Sergeant Strang calling Alice Control. Come in, Alice.
Alice Springs Control. G'day, Adam.
Morning, George.
How's the weather?
Looks like rain any tick of the clock.
But it's a
Long
flaming
flaming time between ticks. What goes on at your end?
Same old routine. I can give you a friendly tip, though. You'd better hang on to your black tracker.
Lightning? Why?
Oh, there's to be a replacement at the Cedar Hill station.
They only get lightning over my dead body. But what's happened to Donald Karamungi? He's their regular tracker, isn't he?
He's resigned.
Donald resigned? But he's been at Cedar Hill for donkey's years, practically one of the fixtures.
Well, he's no chicken, you know. He's been having a lot of headaches lately and been off duty.
That's too bad. He's always been a damn good man.
Sure. They still talk of his trek into the Kimberleys after the Farley brothers. And that was nearly 30 years ago.
Well, it was a classic bit of work.
Adam, your tea's getting cold.
Okay, Marty. I'm signing off now, George.
Here, righto, Adam. So long.
Honestly, you and George, and they have the nerve to talk about gossiping women.
That's not gossip, my girl. That's keeping abreast of police business. Anyway, it relieves the monotony. Right now, the place is duller than the month of Sundays.
And who's complaining? Got no objections from me on that score, I assure you.
No, Michael?
No, I'm perfectly content to put my feet on the veranda and let the passing parade just pass.
Trooper Dawson, you're getting as lazy as our black tracker.
Ah, Marty. I couldn't even come within a cooey of that gentleman. You know, I'll swear Lightning's the only chap in the world who can sleepwalk while he's wide awake.
Really?
Hello, who's this? Malabar Plains Police, Sergeant Strang.
Dr. Henderson here, Sergeant. I'm calling from the Catherine.
Morning, Doctor. What can we do for you?
It's an emergency. Young Frankie Maxwell's just been brought into the hospital.
Again?
Oh, no.
He's had a fall this time. A pretty nasty one. He's cut his arm badly.
Don't the Maxwells know enough to look after him properly?
Well, you can't altogether blame the parents. It's no picnic trying to keep an eye on a small boy every minute. Anyway, at the moment, that's beside the point.
You want Harry Corbett, right?
As fast as you can get him. I'll fly into Malabar on the ambulance plane and pick him up.
Noonday Creek and back. Let's see. I should have him here inside 2 hours.
Fine. Time's the vital factor, Sergeant. But I don't have to tell you that.
Is it as serious as all that?
I'm afraid it is. It's possible the boy has internal bleeding as well.
I'm taking off immediately. Bye for now, Doctor. Mike, where's Lightning?
Well, he was outside a couple of minutes ago.
Good. This is one time he'll be living up to his name. Lightning!
Yes, Sergeant Boss. What do you want him?
The Land Rover. And snap into it. I want it out front and ready to roll in no time flat. Got that?
Good eye, Sergeant Boss. You bet.
Marty, I don't get it. Why all the panic? If a boy's just cut his arm.
Oh, it's a lot more than that. Frankie Maxwell's no ordinary child.
He's a hemophiliac. And you know what that means?
Oh, if he's injured, the blood doesn't clot properly. Something like that, isn't it?
Exactly like that. He can actually bleed to death, even from a small cut, unless he gets fresh blood.
Well, he's in the hospital. Transfusion's no problem, surely.
It is in this case.
You see, they haven't the right blood for Frankie. He's Group A Rh negative, and that's one of the rarest of the blood types, Michael. So they need a donor.
Oh, I see. And this Harry Corbett...
He's registered as the nearest donor. They've used him before.
Well, do you want me to come along, Adam?
If you'd like to. Won't be any joyride, though. My foot's going to be hard down all the way.
Oh, Adam, do be careful. It's no time to risk an accident.
Don't worry. Okay, Lightning. Bye, Marty.
Bye.
Right, Mike, let's get moving. Harry Corbett's got to be waiting for Dr. Henderson when he gets here. You can just about make out Harry's place now, Mike.
Where?
You see that ridge? Sticking up out of the flat like a pimple on a pumpkin?
Oh, yeah. I can't see any shack, though.
It's on top. In among the clump of milkwoods.
There's a tiny flash of light.
The sun, hitting off the tin roof.
Anyway, we're doing well for time, aren't we?
I've taken a shortcut.
What's this Harry Corbett like? I can't place him.
You helped me run him in once.
Did I? When?
Last Anzac Day with a bunch of the boys. That's one time Harry really gives the booze a nudge. He had his war in New Guinea, one of the best jungle fighters they had. And not surprising. He always was a first-class bushman, a real dyed-in-the-wool Territorian. Anyway, we should be renewing old acquaintance with him any time now.
Well, here you are, Leo, mate.
Oh, tar, mate.
Yeah, nothing like a squirt of the old Billy tea. Hot and strong with the taste of gum leaves in it. Little beauty.
You got a pretty good view from up here, Harry.
Too right. You see for miles all the way round, and it's real peaceful. You sit here with a tree to lean your back on, and a mug of Rosie Lee in your mitt, and nobody to come near you from 1 month to the next.
Yeah, what's that then?
Eh?
See over there, trailing a dust cloud.
A car. Travelling down the creek bed. Strike me blue or I'll join the Navy.
What's the matter?
A Land Rover with a spotlight on the roof. That's the Malabar police, or I'm a double Dutchman.
You mean Strang?
Nobody else but.
Holy Moses, how'd he get onto us that quick?
Well, I ain't reckoning to stay and ask him.
Sure, though, Harry. It's a good way off.
And we ain't waiting for it to get no closer. We'll take the car, Leo.
But they'll see us drive off.
Not the way we're going. We're taking the back track. Brings us out in the Stewart Highway. And from there, I just know the place for you and me, mate. Too right I do. The very place.
We're eating up the miles now, Adam.
Shouldn't have any trouble catching up with Horace old jalopy now we're on the bitumen.
Yeah, provided he's on it too.
He can't be anywhere else. Lightning followed the tire marks all the way from his shack.
Yeah, bet, Mr. Mock.
No sign of him so far, though. just the empty road.
Not altogether, Mike. Look, there's a chap squatting by the roadside along by the mailpeg.
Oh, yeah, looks like a native.
Why, it's Donald Caramungi.
You bet, Sergeant Bush. That been police tracker along Cedar Hill, all right.
We'll have a word with him. Donald Caramungi.
Who's been calling my name there?
What's up, Donald? Sun got in your eyes? It's Adam Strang.
Oh, Sergeant. Oh, yeah. Been a long time, eh?
It certainly has. What are you doing in these parts, Donald?
Oh, I've been going along Malabar. Got 'em sister and family living there.
Heard you'd resigned. Only today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm all up finished now with Cedar Creek.
You haven't been feeling too clever, they told me.
Yeah, a headache, Sergeant. I've been getting headaches.
Oh, that's tough luck. Still, you put in a pretty fair stint. Old Son must be close to a record.
Maybe. Dunno, Sergeant. Only know I've been tracker for the force long since I can remember.
Well, we'll be going back to Malabar later, so you might as well climb in.
Yeah, good, Al. Daylighting it.
Good day, old Donald.
Did you spot a car go past a while back, Donald, a beaten up old job?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, they're making plenty rattling.
That's the one we're after. Right, here we go.
Hurry, get your foot down, can't you? We need speed. Got this old croc crawling like a flaming caterpillar on crutches.
Okay, I'll shove her up a bit.
Well, that's more like it.
And it's more dangerous, too. Take a gander at the side of the road.
What for? Nothing to see but a lot of old tyres.
Slow outs. That's what's liable to happen if you go belting down the bitumen in this kind of heat. Your tyres might blow on you.
Well, it's nothing to what's liable to happen if that Strang catches up with us. Listen, what's this place you're heading for?
The graveyard.
The what?
The graveyard. Used to be an army camp. That's how the boys christened it in the war. Yeah, a couple of the huts are still standing. And it's just a spot for us, mate. Nobody'd think of looking there in a million years.
Crikey, Moses!
What I flaming well tell you, it's one of the tyres.
Well, hang on to the wheel.
Yeah, well, what do you think I'm doing?
Use the brakes.
Well, they don't work.
Watch out, we're going straight for that gum tree.
You okay, Leo?
Apart from bashing me arm, a couple of cuts off the windscreen, I'm fine.
Ooh.
Oh, let's get out and have a look.
Okay.
So now what?
Well, there's no cause to change any plans. We just cut it across country instead, that's all.
On foot?
Well, I don't see no wings sprouting out of our shoulders, boy.
But that's terrible hard-looking country.
Yep.
How do you know you can find your way?
'Cause you're talking to a bushman, not one of your city jokers who don't know where he's at without some dirty great signpost sticking up under his eyeballs. I'll show you. Grab that canvas water bag off the front of the car. I'll get us there, all right. Don't you worry your poor little pointed head about that.
What a smash-up. Well, Mike, what do you make of all this?
Oh, I'm blessed if I know. He must have had a blowout, run off the road, and then he had no spare, so he couldn't drive on. But why abandon the car?
That's a good question.
Well, Corbett's an old hand, isn't he? And it's the first rule of the territory. In case of trouble, stay with your vehicle.
Exactly. Lightning, how's it going?
Oh, still looking, Sergeant Boss.
Hey, Donald, I thought you were going to lend a hand.
Oh, Lightning, pretty good tracker. Him okay, Sergeant.
He'll be more than twice as okay with someone like you to help, and every minute counts.
He don't need me. Him coming now.
All through, Lightning?
Yeah, right, Sergeant Boss. Last fella been gone bush. I've been going that way, into scrub.
What do you mean, they?
A check say him two fella, Mr. Mark.
Two?
Yeah.
Who's Corbett got with him?
We'll soon find out. They're on foot. We've got the Land Rover. We'll take it as far as we can go. Hop in the front, Lightning. I want you watching those tracks.
Good eye, Sergeant Boss. I'll watch him all right. I'll watch him plenty good, you bet.
What do you see from up the tree, Ori? Ori, answer me, why don't you?
Because I'm too flaming busy climbing down. Now, watch out below.
Well, did you see anything?
Yeah, my oath I did. Strang's Land Rover.
Huh?
He's making slow time through the trees, but he's after us, that's for sure.
God. So now what do we do?
We fox him, Leo, mate.
Yeah, like how, for instance?
Well, this is as far as Strang can bring his Land Rover. Then he'll have to hoof it too. So you and me, we split up.
What?
Yeah.
You gone off your rock? Oh, no, you're not sending me into the bush on me, Pat Malone. Not in your life.
Look. Now, you follow that line of burned-out gum trees for a couple of miles. Now, there's a stretch of plain. Then you'll come to a creek.
Yeah?
It's as dry as a bone. You got that? Now, there's a bit of a bank on the other side. Then you'll see two big rocks. Well, you go straight between them, and you're there.
What about you?
Well, I'll take the long way round, over the clay pan and through the turps.
Through the what?
The turpentine scrub. It stands 10 feet high, stinks like a paint shop. It'll be good cover. Here, you have the water bag.
What'll you do for water?
What the abos do. Yeah, I know all their tricks. We'll be seeing you in the graveyard. Go for your life, mate. You just go for your life.
They've split up. You sure, Lightning?
Oh, plenty sure, boss. One been going along with them trees, other fella going where Claypan been shining.
What do you say, Donald? Do you agree with him?
Me? Oh, yes, Sergeant. Like what Lightning tell you.
Well, Horry's the one we want. We follow his tracks.
Now can do, Sergeant, boss.
Why not?
Dunno which tracks belong in which fella.
So it's a 50-50 chance. Not very good odds for young Frankie Maxwell, are they?
We can improve them. We'll split up too. Mike, you take Donald with you.
Hey, Sergeant, I don't reckon...
Trooper Dawson needs the most experienced man. You go with him. Lightning and I'll head for the trees. You two take the clay pan.
Right, Adam. Dr. Henderson must be getting pretty anxious by now. It's long past our deadline.
All the more reason to get cracking. All right, boys, no time to waste. Get going, Mike. Lightning, you come with me.
Yes, I understand. Thanks. Just keep me informed of any change. Dr. Henderson signing off now from Malabar Plains. Miss Strang?
Yes, coming. There's no sign of them yet, Doctor.
Nipping out to the veranda every 2 minutes won't bring them any quicker, you know.
Oh, I do know. I just can't help it. What's the news from the hospital?
Frank is growing weaker. It's only to be expected, with the arm and the possible internal bleeding.
Oh, what on earth can have happened to Adam? He should have been back hours ago.
Now, Miss Strang.
It's dreadful. We've got aeroplanes, telephones, radio, and at a time like this, we're still cut off completely, helpless.
But that's the territory, isn't it?
I'm going to put the kettle on. I'm wrung out and I need tea.
Perhaps something a little stronger is indicated.
Well,
You're as pale as a ghost. Now then, where does your brother keep his whiskey? In this cupboard?
Yes, Doctor.
This is my prescription. Just fetch 2 glasses, Miss Strang. I'll be joining you for medicinal purposes.
Come on, Donald. Get a move on.
Yeah.
We've got to try and get on faster than this, you know.
Yeah, doing my best, Trooper.
Oh, I'm glad we've reached the shady scrub. Oh, talk about blinding.
What you say?
I'm talking about the clay pan back there. The way the sun kicks off it.
Oh, yeah, too right.
Hey, Donald, look out! Donald! Donald, are you all right?
Yeah, I've been okay.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand up.
No, don't need him. I'll get him up all right. Yeah.
Didn't you see that tree root?
Yeah, sure I see him.
You couldn't have.
I see him.
But it was right in front of you and you tripped straight over it.
I've been see him just as good as you, any fella.
All right. Sorry. Shake hands.
Okay, Trooper.
My hand's here, Donald.
Oh, yeah, sure, Trooper. Shake.
You didn't see my hand, did you?
What? I've been seeing him a little bit.
Your eyes, they've been playing you up?
Yeah. Yeah, a long time now. Trooper, you don't tell him, eh? You don't give me away. One time this fella best black tracker in country one time. Take him away, eyes, this fella got no name, got nothing.
I'm sorry, Donald. Damn sorry. But we're both in the soup now.
I'll help all I can, Troop.
Yeah, I know, Donald. The trouble is, time's against us. And if the man we're following is Corbett... Look, old son, we'll have to plow on and hope for the best.
Yeah.
You'd better hang on to my arm so that we can make better time.
Okay.
So far, the tracks are plain enough, thank heaven. I only hope I can go on reading them. You keep your fingers crossed for me.
What can you see, Lightning?
This fellow crossing Dry Creek bed here, all right, Sergeant Bush.
Then so do we. We found his water bag and his hat. He can't be too far ahead of us, can he?
Don't reckon so. I'll go looking, boss.
Good boy. Any luck, Lightning?
Him come out here, you bet. Looky, boss. Sure been kicking away little fella stones here. See?
Yes, I see. He must have climbed the bank just here.
We go up these little fella rooks.
Yes, Lightning. Now, watch how you go. It's tricky. Right. Now then, are the tracks still plain?
Too right. Hear him nearly falling down. Plenty tired, I reckon.
No wonder, is it? In this heat with no hat and no water? It doesn't sound like Horry Corbett. Look, Lightning, we'd better...
Hey, Sergeant Boss, look it. There him be.
Come on.
Him falling down proper, eh?
Yes, he's collapsed all right.
Yeah.
I'll lift him up. That's the idea.
Yeah.
This isn't Corbett. Take it easy. Now, where's Corbett? Come on now, look, you were with him. Where is he?
The graveyard.
The graveyard? What on earth would he go there for?
Maybe him just go walkabout, boss.
Yes, well, Lightning, get this man back to the Land Rover. Give him first aid.
How about you, boss?
I'm going to cut through to the graveyard. Time's running precious short, and there's a boy's life at stake.
We go this way now, Trooper. This way.
Donald, are you sure?
Nose belonging to this fella been tell him, turpentine.
But we left the turpentine scrub ages ago. I can't smell anything now.
Yeah, that right. No smell, no terps. We've been getting clear of scrub. Get 'em into open country.
Yeah, and I say we're lost. Well and truly lost.
And you can say that again, Trooper. Yeah, you're bush, mate. I've been watching you, Trooper, you and the old fella. You got clear all right, but you don't know where you're at.
Corbett.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember you now. Well, thank goodness you showed up. You've led us a merry little dance, haven't you?
Yeah, just about wore me corns out. And I wouldn't still be here only I got a silly mate somewhere back in the scrub. Or maybe you've arrested him already.
Arrested your mate?
Yeah.
Why the heck would we want to do that?
Ah, don't you try and kid me. You got onto us, you and Strang. But there's no hard feelings. I'll tell you the truth, Trooper, I won't be sorry to put me feet up in a nice, cool cell. I'm getting too old for these capers through the wallaby scrub.
You are you?
Yeah, Ned Kelly can have it for mine. Oh, and you can have the $90 back.
$90?
Plus a few loose cents. Give it back to that rotten publican at doorway with my compliments. He serves crook beer anyway. Well, what are you staring like that for, Trooper? Stone me. What more do you want? Do you want blood?
That's exactly what we do want.
Aye?
Your blood, Hurry. Young Frankie Maxwell's hurt himself, and a transfusion's urgently needed. So let's not waste any more time, shall we?
No, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you wasn't hunting me and Leo Jarvis for ratting the till at the Doorway pub?
We've been hunting you for Dr. Henderson and a blood transfusion.
Well, strike me pink and call me Rosie. First, I do yous a good turn by saving you from dying of heat, thirst, and the raving horrors. Now I go and spill about something you never even knew about.
Now you're going to show us the quickest way back to the police Land Rover, and I suggest you save your breath for the track.
Adam, over here!
Stone the crows, it's Strang.
All right, Hurry, let's get some action. Grab old Donald's other arm and move.
Yes, all right, I've got all that. Thanks for calling, Doctor. Malabar signing off. Marty, Mike?
We're here, Adam.
Was that the hospital?
It was. Frankie's all right. They got Horry just in time. But it was a near thing.
Poor little Frankie.
Yeah, and poor old Donald. Adam, did Dr. Henderson have a chance to examine him?
Yes, Donald's got something called temporal arteritis.
What's that when it's at home?
Ask Marty. She's the one with the nursing certificate.
Well, Michael, it's when the arteries at the temples become inflamed. I remember old Mrs. Rogers had it. With old people, it brings on severe headaches and can affect their sight.
Apparently these days they can deal with it all right. Dr. Henderson says cortisone will clear it up.
So Donald will get his eyesight back?
Of course he will, but he'll need a lot of treatment.
Oh, we'll have to talk him into withdrawing his resignation.
That shouldn't be too hard. Donald Caramungi's been a tracker all his life. But what's a tracker without his eyes? It's not difficult to understand how he felt.
Oh, I know how I felt when I realized we'd lost Corbett's tracks and how helpless I was. What would we do without our black trackers?
Or our Horry Corbett's, if it comes to that. Most of the time, he's more nuisance to me than he's worth with all the crazy stunts he gets up to. You know, I've a good mind to keep him permanently in a cell. Then he'd always be right on tap.
That was episode 17 of Overland Patrol by Anthony Scott Veach and Maurice Travers. We present Overland Patrol, a series of stories set in the vast Australian outback, featuring Sergeant Adam Strang of the Northern Territory Police. Episode 16, Children of the Dreamtime.
Malabar Plains Police?
Oh, Marty, good morning.
Hello, Pat. You're bright and early. It's only 10 o'clock.
Yes, I've just come in from a morning tea. We're mustering the cattle.
Oh, enough said. You must be up to your eyes, poor thing.
I am. And to make matters worse, I'm short of native stock riders. That's what I'm calling Adam about. Put him on, please, Marty.
Oh, Pat, he isn't here. He's out on patrol, and Michael Dawson's with him. I'm holding the fort.
Oh, just my luck. Oh, when do you expect him back?
Either tonight or tomorrow morning. It isn't a long patrol. He's at Mount Warburton, over in the Nanagai country. You know, where they found those bauxite deposits earlier in the year.
Oh, yes. But I thought they weren't going ahead with the mine. Isn't the bauxite in protected territory?
Right on the fringe, but the mining people have got the green light now, and Adam says it'll be a really big project.
Oh, well, I'd better get back to my own old-fashioned schemes. Like rounding up reluctant and elusive cattle with not enough stockmen to do it.
Ah, poor Pat. If you really get stuck for riders, don't forget I cut my baby teeth on the handle of a stock whip.
I might take you up on that. Bye, Marty.
Bye, Pat. Don't go overdoing things. And don't forget you have friends at this end of the line.
Watch out for stumps, Mike.
Yeah, I'm watching. Wait!
Now, left, hard left.
Phew, missed it. Adam, these hidden tree stumps are the devil. What a track.
The old river road. You haven't been in the Nanagai country before, have you, Mike?
No, and I shan't be broken-hearted if I never see it again. Where is the river, anyway?
Over there, not far away.
Yeah, it's hard to see the scenery with all this thick scrub. Where's the bauxite mine going to be?
Up on Mount Warburton, a few miles north of the river mission. Up ahead there, where the country rises to a ridge of sawtooth hills.
Yeah, well, I'll take your word for the hills. But if the mine hasn't started yet, what's Seth Napier doing out here?
Running a construction gang, a bunch of skilled experts with bulldozers and heavy equipment. They're carving an access road through the hills.
Well, all I can say is, oh, damn!
That's done it. By the sound of it, you've scored a direct hit. Well, better see how bad it is.
Blasted thing. I never even saw it in the sand. I think I jolted clear over it, Adam. Whatever it was.
I'll take a look underneath, just in case. Here goes.
Bit of a tight squeeze, eh?
Never mind the comments, hand me a tire lever or a short crowbar. Anything handy.
Yeah. Hang on. Here we are. Catch.
Thanks. There's a bit of tree root jammed in the works.
Oh, well, you know, a man has to look on the bright side. We couldn't have picked a better spot for a breakdown.
Hey?
Well, shady trees and a sandy track winding into the distance. Holy smoke!
That's got her. She's loose.
Yeah, so's our visitor. Hey, Adam, there's a thumping great bull on the track.
Hey?
A bull, like the side of a house. Looks like a wild one. A scrub bull. He's got his head down. I think he means business.
What the blazes are you blathering about? Hey, come on, help me out of here. I'm stuck.
Here, the rifle. That's it. My God, he's charging. Now then, nice and cool.
That's got it. Now then, what's going on? Mike, duck!
He's down. And I didn't even fire.
You didn't have to. The spear killed him.
The spear?
Look behind you.
What? A native?
I think I know him. Hey, Gingery!
Yeah, he seems to know you, too. He's doing a bunk.
I didn't know he was in these parts. But he always was clever with a spear.
Yeah, clever, all right. That bull's as dead as mutton.
Let's just say beef, shall we? But you know, if you had fired at the bull, it's 100 to 1 he'd have kept on coming. That skull's like armored steel. It's funny, though.
What is?
Gingery running off like that, without even bothering to get his spear back.
Guilty conscience, perhaps?
Could be. He's a troublemaker from way back. Anyhow, let's see how the Land Rover's behaving. It's high time we were on our way. At this rate, we shan't reach Napier's camp before sundown.
George, when you park the bulldozer, tell the boys to knock off for a smoko.
Okay, sis. Here's apples.
Well now, Sergeant Strang, come in the cool.
I'm afraid we can't stay long. Had a hold-up down the track and we're running late. Meet my trooper, Mike Dawson, Cess Napier.
Hello.
Pleased to meet you. Damn pleased, as a matter of fact.
If it's the rifle permits that's worrying you, we brought 'em.
Permits? Heck no. They're only so the boys can get some hunting in weekends. Now I got other problems.
Such as?
The local natives, they're getting me down.
Natives? You mean from the River Mission?
Oh, I wouldn't know where they're from. I'm new around here. They keep snooping around in ones and twos and sometimes in a bunch and... Well, look, you fellas will probably think I'm as mad as a meat axe, but it's as if these abos are hinting they don't want us around.
Hinting? Well, how do you mean exactly?
Well, they move things in the night. You never hear a sound, but in the morning your gear's been picked up and moved away.
Playing games, are they?
It's more than that.
Such as what?
Well, me and my crew, we're being watched night and day.
Watched?
Look, how'd you like to turn around sudden and see a native standing there mother naked with a dirty great spear in his hand? And the next minute, he's gone, vanished.
Sounds like Marrawandi tribesmen.
Oh, they're more like shadows.
Adam, do you think that...
Just a moment. Cess, you know there was opposition to the bauxite mines being developed in native territory, don't you?
Oh, I know there were questions asked in Canberra, political stuff. That doesn't interest me. Look, I got a job to do. And besides, damn it, these natives haven't been kicked off their land, have they?
No, their rights are protected. It's part of our police job to make sure of that.
And it's part of your police job to protect me too, isn't it? Well, isn't it?
All right, Cess, we'll look into it. There may be a simple solution to the whole problem. Anyway, I'll drop a word in the right place.
Meaning?
Well, there's a man at the Nanagai River Mission. His name's Jason Marr, and he's head teacher in the school down there. A Bachelor of Arts. But at the same time, he's a full-blood Aborigine. If anyone can clear the air for you, it's Jason. Now, just stop worrying. Mike and I'll head for the mission right away. Good of you to break off your lessons to see us, Jason. This is Constable Michael Dawson, Jason Marr.
How do you do?
Glad to know you, Mr. Dawson.
Jason, we've known each other a long time, haven't we?
Ever since I was a mission boy myself, Sergeant.
So we can drop the formalities, eh?
All right, Adam. No formalities. Now, what can I do for you?
We're on our way back from the construction camp at Mount Warburton.
I see.
We met the man in charge up there, Cess Napier.
I've heard of him. I think Pastor Albrecht met him just after the army moved in.
Army? That's a big name for a construction crew.
They're invaders, just the same.
Invaders?
Well, perhaps that's too strong a word, but some of us feel that the territory can get along without the spoilers.
I'm afraid the territory can't get very far without progress. Anyway, that isn't the point. What I'm concerned with is Seth Napier and the running battle he's having with the Marawandi. And Jason, it's got to stop.
I see. I think you'd better talk to Pastor Albrecht.
I'm talking to you, Jason.
Because I'm an Aborigine?
Because you're a Marawandi yourself, a born member of the tribe.
You've a long memory, Adam.
In my job, I need it. Jason, I'm not begging favors, but that road has to go through, and without interference from cranky natives.
And just what am I supposed to do about Napier's Road?
Talk to the elders of the Marawandi. Explain to them that they're not being driven off their land.
They know that already.
But they're still playing cat and mouse with Napier's construction crew. What the devil are they up to? Do you know?
I think I can guess. Adam and Mr. Dawson, I want to show you something. I think it might interest you.
What is it? A sheet of bark?
A very special sheet of bark.
A beauty. It must be all of 6 feet long.
You'll notice that it's marked, engraved, if you like, with totems and names.
And there's some kind of inscription. To the Queen and the Queen's men. I can make that out all right. What is this?
It's a petition.
A what?
A petition from the Marawandi, addressed to the Queen from the tribe's elders, and inscribed for them by a mission boy. It's a petition begging the Queen to send her subjects away from the ancient tribal grounds of the Nanagai country. Amusing, don't you think?
I don't find it so.
You mean your paternal instincts are not aroused, Adam? You're not touched by the pathetic childishness of the idea?
I don't find it amusing, Jason. If the Marawandi are children, they're children in my care.
You forget that I've put away childish things. How many years must I spend in a southern university to prove that I'm a man?
You know perfectly well I wasn't speaking about you.
But I'm still a member of the tribe, as you reminded me.
Confound it, I've always admired you. You're doing a tremendous job out here. Yet today you're as twisted as... damn it, as a piece of barbed wire. Now cut it out, can't you?
I'm sorry.
Sorry be blowed. Now then, I want you to get word to those tribal elders to stop harassing Napier's crew. If I hear of any more trouble, I'll be back.
You mean you'll be back with guns?
Guns? Oh, what's the use? Jason, I suggest you take a long holiday. Get away from the Nanagai for a while, away from your books and your muddled thinking. Get yourself straightened out. Good day.
And good day to you, Adam. Mr. Dawson.
Come on, Mike.
Marty! Here's the mail plane.
The plane? Oh, I do hope Adam's on it.
Well, he should be. He called up from Darwin to say he'd be back today.
Oh, goodness, I better get the dinner on. Polly didn't show up today and I'm short-staffed in the kitchen.
Anything I can do?
There's a huge pile of potatoes to be peeled.
Oh, no.
You just come with me, my lad. I'll make you sing for your supper.
Oh, Marty, that's what I call a meal.
Thank you, Michael.
Well, Adam, how was Darwin, that sober seat of bureaucracy?
Still sober, at least in the Native Affairs Department.
Here's your coffee, Adam.
Thanks, sis. Afraid I didn't have much luck with the experts. The general feeling was that I was making something out of nothing.
Oh, those desk wallers. But haven't they had any reports on the Marawandi?
Nothing unusual. Their attitude is that the Marawandi's no longer a tribe anyway, just a remnant. Admittedly, the figures bear them out. There aren't many tribesmen left in the Nanagai Hills.
But there must be something behind Seth Napier's troubles.
There is, for sure.
Then what's your guess?
Injury.
What?
That native warrior who saved your life, the man who killed the bull. I did some checking before I flew to Darwin. Gingery has a police record a mile long, most of it in the southwest. Now he's back in my territory.
And he's a Marawandi?
Yes.
Adam, I didn't realize you'd flown to Darwin just because of the Nanagai trouble.
Oh, I'd other things to see to as well.
But you do think it's important, don't you?
Marty, dear, anything to do with the natives is important to me.
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home? Oh, in here, Pat. What a lovely surprise.
Hi there.
Hello, Pat.
Oh, hello, Adam. I was hoping you'd be back.
What's wrong, Pat?
Oh, it's my stockman. Right in the middle of mustering, 5 of my best men disappeared.
Disappear?
Yeah, they vanished without a trace. I know it sounds crazy, but they just up and went, without a word. Not even waiting for their pay and tobacco.
Native stockman?
Yes, all 5. And I was short-handed already. Old Luke says... Oh, you know old Luke. He's been storming at Folly Downs for years and years. Well, he's a Marawandi.
Is he, by George?
Yes, and he said my boys have gone off to join an army. An army?
Mike, take that call, will you?
Yeah, right. I'll see to it.
Pat, what else did old Luke say?
Oh, that the men are gathering in the Nanagai country. They're from cattle stations and camps all round. Oh, not all Marawandi tribesmen, just Aborigines. Dozens of them. Adam, this fits in with the trouble at Mount Warburton.
It fits all right. Pat, have you checked for yourself? I mean, with the other station owners?
Yes, I called up Perry Westerman and some of the others before I left. Oh, they've all lost stockmen in the past few days. It's like an exodus.
Adam, that was Seth Napier on the radio.
Napier? What's happened?
The natives. They've attacked and raided the construction camp at Mount Warburton. They stole rifles and dynamite.
Marty, get hold of Lightning. We'll need transport in a hurry.
Yes, Adam, of course.
Napier and his crew had to run for it. They got away in their truck and managed to reach the river mission.
Napier called from up there?
Yeah, and that's not all. Jason Marr has disappeared.
Jason?
Yeah, he walked out without a word to anyone. Left everything and quit.
Just like the stock.
Mike, here's the key to the armory. We'll need all the rifles in stock.
Right, leave it to me.
Adam, take care, won't you?
I'm the most careful cop in the territory.
Special care. For me.
All right. So long, young Pat. Marty, have you got hold of Lightning? I want that Land Rover ready for the road in 5 minutes flat. You're okay in the back there, Lightning?
Yeah, right, Sergeant Bush.
Adam, what's behind this rising?
I wish I knew.
Well, if Jason Marr's gone bush...
Then he's joined up with his people. Remember, he's a full-blood Marawandi, and that means...
lights ahead.
The river mission. Made good time.
Yeah, there are other lights waving over there to the left, and there seem to be trucks parked there.
Seth Napier's gang, for sure. Seth?
My word, you didn't waste any time. We reckon you wouldn't make it before daylight.
Well, we'll be ready for the dawn. Are all your men here?
Yeah, all accounted for. Only one casualty. Big George grazed his scon when he was jumping into one of the trucks. Oh, what a shamozzle. Natives running around yelling blue murder, and it was as dark as the inside of a preacher's hat. I tell you, Adam, I was in Korea, but I was never as scared as I was tonight.
Well, we've brought a stack of rifles. We'll issue them to your men.
You're not planning on attacking the camp, are you? It'd be suicide.
We're not going to attack anything. But we must guard the mission. Your men will be posted along the river road between here and Mount Warburton.
Oh, I'm with you. But what in heck do you think those warriors are after?
Well, rifles, surely. And they got them.
Yeah, and they busted into the explosives store, too. That's when the alarm was raised. But, Adam, there's more to it than just thieving, isn't there?
I believe there is.
These fella make trouble. All same like Pigeon.
Pigeon?
What's your tracker going on about?
Lightning, do you mean Sandamara, the man who called himself Pigeon?
Yeah, boss.
But that was 80 years ago, when he turned outlaw.
Yeah, Sergeant Boss.
And what's all this, Adam?
Pigeon led a band of outlaws, pledged to burn and kill and rob. It was wide open, robbers' country. But that was all in the past.
And what happened to him?
He holed up with his army in the Leopold Ranges. And at last the Pigeon was plucked, shot down by the bullets of the black trackers, his own people.
All this talk about outlaws and killing and plundering, starting to give me the joes. Adam, do you reckon...
What in blazes?
That's dynamite!
Yeah, it was up there in the hills. I saw the orange flash.
Lightning, into the Land Rover.
All right, boss.
Mike, help him pass out the rifles.
Right.
Tess, have your men ready. We may need all the help we can get. Come on now, snap into it. Hurry it up.
Look, Adam, what do you reckon's at the back of all this?
Hold it. That you, Mike?
Yeah. The camp's empty, deserted. We made a complete circuit. I'll swear they've gone.
And the explosion?
Well, they must have set charges in the mouth of the gorge up there. The explosions choked the whole gorge.
Whoever did it knew how to handle dynamite. With the gorge corked up, there's no way through to the bauxite mines.
So now we know what they were after. To stop the road going through.
But they can't stop us. Look, Adam, we got enough men and enough rifles here to handle those wild men. Pretty soon it'll be dawn, and once we can see them, we can flush them out.
There'll be no shooting.
Now, look.
I said there'll be no shooting. Unless we're attacked. Assess, take your men clear of the camp, down the road so that they can find cover. We'll wait for dawn.
And what are you going to do?
Try and stop bloodshed.
Adam...
We've got to find Jason Marr. Lightning?
Yes, Sergeant Boss. I'm here.
You'll come with us.
Okay, boss.
Mike, stick close to me. We're going to take a look at the blocked gorge. Be careful. When I stop, you stop. When I move, you move. Easy now. These rocks are like glass.
The dynamite must have brought the walls down like a pack of cards.
Yeah.
Lightning, I want you to go ahead. Make your way up the ridge and see if you can spot anyone.
You bet, Sergeant Boss.
Adam, would you rather I went?
No, Mike. They'd pick you out in a matter of seconds. Lightning's the man for the job. Okay, Lightning?
Sure, boss.
Go on, then. And for Pete's sake, don't get caught.
Oh, them fella have to run plurry fast to catch this fella. True, by Gory.
1 minute he's here and the next he's like a shadow. Adam, he's game.
Does that surprise you? Here, we'll work higher up the wall, try and get above the debris.
Yep, okay.
Careful how you go. I don't want to...
What's up?
Hand me a torch.
Surely you're not going to risk showing a light.
I'll muffle the beam. Hand it over.
Right.
Ah, then. I thought so.
Good grief. A man.
Or what's left of him. Hold the torch, Mike. Now then, let's take a closer look.
Is he...
Dead as a doornail. The blast must have caught him as he was trying to run, poor devil. Now hold that torch steady.
Adam, it isn't Jason Marr.
No. It's Gingery.
Gingery? The wild man with the police record?
That's him. Who's there? Come down or I fire.
Don't shoot, Sergeant Boss.
Lightning.
Oh, Gory, Sergeant Boss. You got cat's eyes all right?
You're lucky I didn't shoot first and ask afterwards. Did you get through the gorge?
Yes, Sergeant Boss.
You see anything?
You bet. About 1 million fellas with spears and woomeras and guns.
So they are on the other side. Did you go right over the cap of the ridge?
No, Sergeant Boss.
You mean they're up there too?
Oh, no Marawundi up there, Sergeant Boss. That fella place, plenty bad, by Gory. Him spirit place.
Spirit place?
That's it. All through, something's been teasing at the back of my mind. Of course, a burial place.
You bet, Sergeant Boss. Spirits walk him up and down. Oh, Sergeant Boss, I couldn't go up on that ridge. I tried, but these fella legs wouldn't walk. Not even for you, Sergeant Boss.
Adam, what's he going on about?
The death place. Lightning, I want you to go back.
Go back, Boss?
Down the new road.
Oh.
You'll find Sess Napier and the others. Wait there for us.
Oh, you bet, Sergeant Boss. You bet, boy, Gory. Oh.
Now I know why Jason Marr put on that performance the other day, and the reason for the natives' unrest. What was behind their pathetic bark petition to the Queen. This must be the burying ground of the Marawundi.
Burying ground?
Must go back centuries. They'd wrap the bodies of their dead in paper bark and leave them in niches in the rocks. Time does the rest. Up there, you'd find bones bleached by centuries of sun and wind and rain. And if you were a native, you'd hear spirits walking on the wind.
A sacred place.
Sacred until we brought in bulldozers and dynamite and road graders. It was too sacred even to be talked about, especially to white men. Mike, do restless spirits bother you?
Not specially. I mean...
In that case, you'll climb to the ridge with me, won't you?
Yes, Adam, if it's an order.
It's an order. We'll wait up there for the dawn. And with any luck, we'll find Jason Marr.
Oh, good Lord. Where on earth?
Good morning, Mike.
Oh, what a way to wake up. Why, I feel as if I'm perched on the dome of St. Paul's. What a view.
There's more than a view. Look out to the left.
What? Good grief. Natives, a string of them.
Going down the other side of the mountain. And there are more moving out. I was watching them before you woke up.
Yeah, they're leaving. Adam, what does this mean?
It means that there'll be no more trouble, Mr. Dawson.
Adam, behind you, coming out from the rocks.
Put down your gun, Mike. Well, Jason?
You're a very patient man, aren't you, Adam?
I'm a policeman. Well, Jason, do you see yourself as another outlaw, another pigeon?
No, I never wanted to be that. Did you really think I did?
Never mind what I thought. You alone up here?
I'm alone. I've sent my people home. They wanted to fight for the spirit places, but now they've gone.
And you, Jason?
Ever since they found bauxite in these hills, it's been building up inside me. A conflict between what made me and what I am now. Last night I was a Marawandi. When Gingery came to me with his desperate talk of an army with guns, I felt I had to lead my people. So I came.
Because you're a Marawandi?
I believed I was. Mr. Dawson, this place isn't just a burial ground. My people believe that there's life here as well as death. A place where the spirit babies play, waiting to catch the young wives and have their turn to be born again. In this one place, life and death. That is our eternity, past and present and future. Our dream time.
And where do you stand now, Jason?
Just before dawn, I knew where I stood. Gingery was dead. My people waited for a sign from me. They're very simple people. And I remembered that other simple people waited for me down at the mission. My children. So I sent the warriors home.
Gingery blew up the road, didn't he? He must have been the only one who knew how to handle explosives.
Yes. Poor Gingery. He learned a lot from the white men in the Southwest, but not quite enough. And you know, he wasn't a bad man. He just grew bored when there was no fighting to do.
He's found his resting place among the dead. Well, we'd better be getting back. Ready, Jason?
You mean you're arresting me?
I mean that I'm as hungry as a hunter. What sort of breakfast can you turn on for us down at the mission? Bacon and eggs?
The best. Homegrown on our own farm. And coffee and as much hot buttered toast as you can handle.
Ah, breakfast.
It's high time. Jason, lead the way.
No, Adam. You lead. Somehow I think you know the way better than any of us.
That was episode 16 of Overland Patrol by Anthony Scott Veach and Maurice Travers. We present Overland Patrol, a series of stories set in the vast Australian outback, featuring Sergeant Adam Strang of the Northern Territory Police. Episode 20, Never Never Mailman.
Jack, let her go!
Here we are. As you can see, Adam, this is the way I've planned it. All this area will be cleared, extending the airstrip by another 400 yards.
Well, sounds like a great idea, Pat, but for what?
The Folly Downs Air Beef Project, that's what.
Sounds fine, Miss Gordon, if it'll work.
But of course it will. After all, other cattle stations are using the idea. Instead of droving my cattle hundreds of miles on the hoof, all I'll have to do is fly it, already killed and chilled, to the meatworks on the coast. And that's why I'm clearing a new airstrip.
They'll be clearing us next. Come on, Pat, let's get out while we can.
Oh, we can see it all, Adam, from this rise. Oh, dear, I'm sadly out of condition.
From where I'm standing, Pat, you look just great.
Now admit it, we don't walk enough.
Well, you know the old territory saying, why keep a horse and walk yourself?
Lazy bones. But tell me honestly, what do you really think of my plans?
Well, there's nothing wrong with them, provided you don't take them too seriously.
Seriously? But Folly Down Station's my whole life.
Is it? Look, Pat, there's nothing wrong with wanting success, more profits, quicker turn-off of cattle.
It isn't just profits I want. Adam, don't you see? I have to make Folly Downs bigger and better and... Oh, Adam, dear, don't you understand?
I try to, Pat, but sometimes it's a bit hard for a simple-minded copper like me to... Anyway, let it ride.
Oh, Adam, I do wish...
What?
It doesn't matter. Suddenly my cattle don't seem so important anymore.
They're your bread and butter, my dear, and of course you're right to want to expand. And now to bring you back to earth again from air freighters and the like, don't forget you have a mob of cattle in transit at this moment on their way from Queensland.
I hadn't forgotten. That's the 1,000 head coming over from the Diamantina. R.J. Miller and Son have the droving contract.
Well, I had news of the mob after they crossed the state border. By now, Pat, they should be just about moving into your country.
Good. I'll be glad to see them. Those cattle are winter replacements.
And who knows, they may be destined to be the first beef flown out by the Folly Downs project.
Perhaps. But let's give them time to fatten up first. Oh, you know, Adam, you can laugh. But it's going to be awfully exciting once the project really gets underway.
Get rid.
Get back, Louis. Get back.
Hello there. Good day to you.
Oh, hello. For a minute I didn't see you camped there.
I picked the only shady spot for miles. Why don't you step across and join me in a pannikin of tea? The billy's just boiled.
That's not a bad idea. Here now. Steady, idiot head. Hold still.
Oh, that's neat. Tying the rein to his foreleg. He won't get away in a hurry, will he?
That's the idea. Well, you've certainly got yourself a snug camp.
I believe in comfort, even if it's only for one night. Mind you, I'm a bit close to the stock route. Those cattle of yours kick dust all over me.
You ought to sue him.
Yeah, I might have that. But I saw you mooching along there, riding drag, as they say in the westerns, and I had to admire you. It's hot, eh?
Hot and dusty. But the mob can do without me now. They've smelt water and they'll be moving into camp for the night.
Yeah, by the powers, it's amazing.
What's so amazing about cattle camped at a ball?
I meant, you're a girl.
So I've been told.
Yes, but I meant, are you really with that droving plant? Honest?
I'm supposed to be honest. And I'm not only with the droving plant, I'm boss of it.
Get out.
Oh, for goodness sake. Do you have to be so darn surprised all the time?
Well, I can't help myself. I'm carried away. Look, what about a nice cup of tea?
That's the second time you've asked me. But where is it?
I'll have one made in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, almost. Here, come into the shade. That's it. That's the idea now. And I'll lift one of the seats out of the car, so you can make yourself more comfortable, so to speak.
Hold it, hold it. Never mind the car seat. I'm not used to comfort, Mr.
Considine. Ginty Considine.
I'm Sally Miller.
Ah, pleased to meet you, Sally. Here, sit down on this bit of log. I won't guarantee there aren't any ants, but well, you know how it is.
I know. It's good to get out of the saddle. Look at that idiot horse of mine, standing there with its head down and its lips stuck out like a kid's pony at the seaside. You wouldn't think to look at him that he's the roughest ride this side of the Diamantina, would you?
That a fact?
This for me?
Yeah, mind out, the mug's hot.
Thanks, Ginty.
The milk?
No, thanks. No sugar either. I'm dieting.
Dieting? A slim little thing like you.
Slim? Just look at that. Hey, this tea's good.
I'm glad you like it. Sally, was it Johnnick about you being droving boss?
Yes, but only for this one trip. I'm Bob Miller's daughter from the Diamantina.
Is that a fact now?
He's one and only, and he's been trying to live it down for years that I'm a girl. He wanted a boy so badly he even tacked Ann Son after the firm's name. He tried to bring me up like a boy, too.
Go on.
But I tricked him in the end. I got engaged to be married.
Engaged? Ah, well, it's a lucky fella he is, whoever. Getting engaged to a beautiful young lady like yourself.
Well, thank you, Ginty Considine. And how long is it since you kissed the Blarney Stone?
Oh, it's a long time since I came out from the old country. I've been so long in the territory, I wouldn't know a shamrock if one reared up and bit me.
Oh, Ginty.
And me descended from a long line of Irish kings.
But apart from being descended, what are you?
Me? I'm the mailman.
Oh, all that stuff in the back of your station
Her
wagon.
Majesty's mails. If you can see through all that red dust, you'd be able to make out the magic words Royal Mail underneath.
And where do you go from and to, Ginty?
Pocketaroo to the Charles River. Mine's a feeder line. Most of the mails go by plane these days.
A big run?
Oh, about 1,000 miles, give or take a mile.
Some postman.
Ah, it's a good life if you don't buckle at the knees. Sally, tell me something. Did you trick your old man? By getting engaged, like you said?
Oh, well, yes, in a way. My father's a hard man to convince. He wanted a son, and by golly, he was going to have one. He kept me in pants for years. So the night I announced me engagement, I had a party.
and I ordered a special dress from Brisbane. Mum said I was a knockout. And Mervyn went dumb on me.
Mervyn?
My fiancé. He was struck so dumb I couldn't do a thing with him. It was as if he'd suddenly woken up that there were girls, real girls in dresses and everything. He went mad. He raced off to Julia Creek and married the first barmaid who proposed to him.
But that means you aren't engaged anymore.
Ginty, do I look engaged? No, these ringless hands were only meant for droving. And here I am, almost at journey's end, and I wouldn't say no to another cup of tea.
This is a wonderful moment in me life. Pass your cup. So, you're from Diamantina, eh? You know, I always had a weakness for Queensland girls. Farewell and adieu to you, sweet Brisbane ladies. Farewell and adieu to you girls of Toowong, for we've sold all our cattle and have to be moving. But we hope we shall see you again before long.
All right, Lightning. How we get?
Good day, Mr. Mark.
Place seems deserted.
Yeah.
Anyone at home?
Reckon old Zach Murphy gone walkabout.
We'll take a look inside his shack.
Okay.
I'll go in first.
Yeah. Good day, Mr. Mark.
It's pretty dim and stuffy in here.
Someone over there, boss. On bed, in corner.
My word, yes. Mr. Murphy? What's the trouble then? Mr. Murphy?
Is him all up dead?
No, he's still breathing, but he's pretty far gone. Lightning, open up a window. Let some more air in.
Good day, Mr. Mark.
He seems to have a raging fever. His forehead's burning. No wonder he hasn't been into Malabar Plains lately. We'll have to get him to hospital.
No fella radio here, is there, Mr. Mark?
No. We'll have to take him down to Malabar, call up the flying ambulance, and have him transferred.
Yeah, you bet.
Grab that blanket. We'll roll him up in it. By the look of him, the poor old chap won't be heavy to carry. Come on now. The sooner we get him in the back of the Land Rover, the better. You know, that's the trouble, Lightning, with living alone in the outback. You get sick, and you've had it.
Yeah, blurry crook, all right.
How's the old fella travelling? He isn't being chucked around back there, is he?
Nope. I got him wedged between a couple of tyres.
The trouble is, I don't like putting on too much speed. This is a damn awkward, narrow track. And,
hey, look it down.
Maniac! Where do you think you are, in a speedway? Man ought to thump you.
Reckon him gonna take you up on that, Mr. Mark. Coming over now. And him big fella.
Good day.
Why, it's the Pocketaroo mailman.
Yeah.
By all the powers, trust me to pick on the law to tangle with. And the top of the morning to you two fine members of the constabulary.
Ah, there, Ginty.
I might have guessed it was our mad Irish mailman. Ginty, why the hurry?
I reckon I'm always in a hurry, Mike. Come hell or high water, Her Majesty's mails, may God smile on her, must get through. Besides, I never meet anyone on this section of track. Poor old Zach Murphy never has any visitors.
It's just as well he had some today. Take a look in the back.
Eh? Now the saints preserve us. Is that Zach himself? What's up with him?
Some sort of fever. When the old chap didn't draw his stores last week, Adam Strang got worried about him and sent us out here to take a look.
Oh, poor old beggar. You'll be taking him to the hospital.
That was the general idea before you ran us off the road.
Well, I won't hold up the good work. But Mike, I was on my way to deliver a letter to Murphy. It's from his daughter Lynn at the Alice. I'd know that fine handwriting of hers anywhere. Maybe you'd better take the letter along with you.
Okay, but I only hope he's in a fit condition to read it.
Oh, sure, and I hope so too. He's been waiting for a letter, I know.
Oh, how come?
Well, Lynn's been at him for months to go and live with her and her husband at the Alice. But Zach was too stubborn to give up his old place. You know what a cantankerous old spalpeen he is.
Oh, yeah, bet. Him cranky fella spell P, all right.
Yes. Well, he gave in at last and wrote to her. But she didn't reply right off, and he got to worrying in case she'd changed her mind and didn't want him after all. Only a month ago, he waylaid me at Malabar, anxious to know if a letter had come.
That must have been the last time he drew stores. Well, Ginty, get that letter and I'll take it down with me.
Good enough. I won't be more than a tick and a half.
Mr. Mark, I reckon maybe old Zack Murphy live alone too blurry long.
Yeah, you're right there, Lightning. But don't forget, old Zack had been a prospector all his life. His kind hang on to their independence till they drop.
Yeah.
Here are they, Mike. The letter.
Thanks, Ginty. And it's just as well you recognize the handwriting.
I know them all, Mike. Well, I'll be seeing you.
Folly Down Station. Pat Gordon speaking.
Hello, Pat. Just a quick call. How's the air beef project coming along?
Hello, Adam. Oh, things are moving slowly but surely.
Good. I only wish I could lend a hand.
We could certainly do with some help. Trouble is, we've mustering to do at the same time. Oh, I could use about 10 extra stockmen.
Well, if any stockmen drift into town, I'll shoot them straight out to you, Pat. Any other problems?
No, Adam. Sally Miller's still with me.
The celebrated lady drover. That's nice. Well, Pat, I'd better get on, I suppose. See you soon.
Bye, Adam.
Can I come in?
Why, yes, Sally.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything, Miss Gordon.
Of course not. And by the way, I'm Pat.
Thanks. My word, you're well organised here. Fine, efficient office, a lovely homestead, and you've got...
Don't envy me too much, Sally. Running a modern cattle station carries an awful lot of headaches.
I'll bet. And I don't envy anybody, really, but I do like people who get things done.
That's hardly surprising in a girl like you doing a man's job.
I wouldn't say that.
Everyone else is saying it. You delivered that mob of cattle bang on time, with few losses and no headaches, no troubles whatsoever. That's what I call a real man's job.
Pat, I'll be 21 next year, and I don't kid myself. I'm only pretending to be a man, taking over from dear old Dad, bossing those hard-bitten drovers, pushing them and the mob and myself right to the bitter end, just to prove I can do it all as well as Bob Miller. I'm not fair dinkum, Pat.
But, Sally, this is the 20th century. We women have proved we're just as good as men at most things. Like you, riding in at the tail of 1,000 head of prime cattle, doing a man's job.
But, Pat, I don't feel like a man. I'm a girl all the way through. And by golly, I want a man and a whole clutch of kids, and that's all I do want in this world.
It's no good. We're just not on the same wavelength.
But goodness me, Pat, you want a husband too, don't you? And a family and all that?
There are other things in life.
Such as what? Are you trying to tell me a lovely girl like you would want to spend her life running a huge cattle station like this one? Oh, it doesn't make sense.
Sally, I'd like you to know something. When my father took over this cattle run, everybody said he'd go broke. Almost in defiance, he called the place Folly Downs. But he needed more than a sense of humour as the years went by. One bad season after another, world beef prices tumbling. Well, he failed.
Pat, I didn't know.
When he died and I took over, everybody said I was as mad as he'd been. They sat like crows on a fence, waiting for me to fail, too. I didn't fail, but I'm still fighting.
Pat, what can I say? Mum always reckons my brains rattle every time I open my mouth to breathe. I may be the youngest girl drover in the world, but I'm also the world's greatest lady chump.
Whatever you are, Sally, don't change. And now that I have you at a disadvantage, promise to stay on for a while and help me with the spring muster.
I just can't say no, can I? Anyway, I'd love to stay. To tell you the truth, Pat, I'm intrigued.
Oh?
Well, let me show you something. Here. It's a letter. Go on, read it.
All right. Dear Sally Miller, I saw the write-up about you in the Northern Territory Times. I'm told that your photo's in the Southern papers as well. May I say, Miss Miller, that I think you are the tops. Oh, I know you will think this is the devil of a cheek, but I worship you from afar. Yours faithfully. Yours faithfully.
Very correct, isn't it? Also, he didn't sign it, you'll notice.
Sally, you have an admirer.
Now you know why I'm intrigued. Who on earth can he be?
You must have dozens of boyfriends.
Not the kind who write worshipping letters from afar. The only admirers I've ever had have been boys like Mervyn back home. Great big chaps. If they're under 6'6", they think they're stunted and start worrying. They're sweet boys. Marvellous with horses, kind and gentle, and so pure they hold you at arm's length when they dance with you. But, Pat,
They're not for me.
Well, in that case, as it's obvious your anonymous lover knows where you are, you must stay here, see what develops. And if there are any more letters, be sure to let me know. I'm intrigued too, you know, just as much as you are.
Good day, Ginty.
And good day to you, Norman. Is Miss Gordon about? I just wanted... Oh, there she is now.
Oh, hello, Ginty. Thought I recognised your dust coming up the homestead track.
Ah, it's good to see you, Pat. Looking so hale and hearty and sparkling with it. So I won't be asking how you are. The answer's written all over your face.
Ginty?
Yes, Pat.
You saw my sparkling face just 3 days ago.
And it's always a pleasure.
Well, what on earth are you doing out here again?
You're delivering the mails, of course. At least, I have a letter here for Miss Sally Miller. Where is she?
Oh, she's out mustering.
Oh. Ah, I see. Well, here's the letter anyway.
Oh, thank you. Ginty, you've been a mailman for a long time. Can you recognise the handwriting on this letter?
No, Pat, I can't. I tried to work it out, but it's got me tricked. It's foreign writing to me, Pat. What I'd call a back sloper.
Ah.
Yes. Well, don't forget to give it to her. And now I must be on my way. I've a lot of miles to cover by sundown. So I'll be saying so long now, Pat, and good luck to you.
What about this? Just listen to this bit, Pat. I don't know which is the prettier, your eyes or your lovely golden hair. I would dearly love to bury my face in same. Oh, Pat, in my eyes. If you went in for a beauty contest, you'd win it hands down, so long as it was run fair and square. Believe you me, Sally, there's just no one to touch you. No one in the whole wide world.
Oh, there you are, Marty. Did that report come back from the hospital on Zach Murphy?
Yes, Adam.
Well?
A much more cheerful report. His fever's down. With proper nourishment and care, he'll be as right as rain in a few weeks' time.
Good.
But, Adam, where does he go after he leaves hospital? What does he do?
I imagine he'll always be a prospector, Marty, a fossicker for gold. He made a strike once, you know. He found gold.
Never mind that. What about the letter Michael brought back? The one from Zach's daughter at the Alice. And you had to open it because the old man was dying.
What about it?
What about it? In that letter, Zach's daughter said she didn't want him to go and live with her after all. She said she'd changed her mind.
Well, you can be sure I didn't tell old Zach what was in the letter. I reckoned I'd wait till he was better.
And he's better now. How are you going to keep it from him that he's not wanted? Adam, aren't you listening? What are we going to do?
Mailman, Marty. G'day, Ginty. Any Overland mail?
Good day to you, Adam. Marty, you're looking peachy. And no mail for you folk, but I've another one from the Alice, from Zach Murphy's daughter, Lynn. Will you take it, Adam, or shall I send it on to the Bush Hospital?
You'd better send it on, Ginty.
But, Adam...
Send it on, Ginty.
Whatever you say, Adam. And I'm hoping it's good news at last for poor old Zach.
It will be.
Adam!
I called up Lynn on the transceiver and had a yarn with her, Marty. Oh, the things a policeman has to do in the territory.
You mean you talked her into taking care of her father?
I didn't have to talk very hard. Lynn wanted him all the time, but she can be just as pig-headed as he can.
And that's a fact. Well, I'm glad I'm the bringer of good news for Zach. You know, it's one of the bonuses when you're the never-never mailman.
Which reminds me, I was talking to Folly Downs earlier today. Have you any mail for them?
Now, that's a funny coincidence. It just so happens I have a letter from Miss Sally Miller. I'll be shooting it right out to her.
You'll have to shoot fast, Ginty. The word I had from Folly Downs was that Sally Miller has grown restless. She's gone droving again, and she's headed west.
What the devil and all!
Now, Ginty, pick your hat up. Throwing it in the dust like that.
Marty... I'm begging your pardon. I don't know what came over me.
If by any chance you do run into Sally, you might give her a message.
And what might that be?
I heard from her father, my old friend Bob Miller at the Diamantina. He wants to know if his son is coming back, and when.
Oh, son me foot, the man's clearly an idiot. Well, if I see her, I'll tell her.
Good.
And by the powers, if Bob Miller wants her back, I'll send her back. Special delivery.
She's headed west, Ginty.
Along the old semaphore track.
I'm obliged to you both. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way.
You watch your speed through town.
Adam, I'm afraid he didn't hear you.
I'll book the Maverick next time round. Marty, you'll never believe it. But our Ginty's been writing anonymous love letters to Sally Miller by every mail.
Of course he has.
You knew?
Certainly I knew. Pat Gordon and I put our heads together and came up with the same answer. Yours faithfully indeed. Adam, suppose he's too late.
If he is, then it'll be the first time our Never Never mailman's ever been late for anything. Don't you worry, Marty. He'll chase it to the Coral Sea if need be, and even beyond.
Well. What a surprise. Fancy meeting you along this lonely track.
Fancy?
I just happened to be passing by, delivering Her Majesty's mails, when I see you sitting here, alone under a coolabah tree, with a billy of tea in your hand.
It's a bellar tree, and the billy's been on the fire this past 10 minutes.
Yes.
Now, will you stop hopping on one leg and sit down? That is, if you're not going somewhere else.
Nowhere else would I be going but here.
It's funny, but I never knew before that the semaphore track was on the way to the Charles River.
It just shows you. Even a smart, pretty girl like you can't know the lot.
I know quite a bit more than you bargained for, Mr. Ginty Considine.
Oh, do you now? Aha, then. That just shows you.
No wonder you're looking so shifty. You're breaking regulations by coming along the semaphore track now, aren't you?
Oh, no, if that's all that's worrying you, my dear,
I'm not your dear. Also, you broke regulations by tampering with the Royal Mail.
Oh, now, that's a terrible mark to put on a man. Terrible.
There you are, you're guilty. And keep away from me, you great big anonymous...
Anonymous I may be, but no man can challenge my sincerity. Sally...
Watch out for the billy. You'll be firewalking any minute. And now I think it's time you went away and left me in peace.
Sally, you're not going away, are you?
I'm going home.
But you're going in the wrong direction.
I know which way I'm going. West. All the way along the semaphore track until I find the man who wrote those lovely letters to me.
But by the powers, only a minute ago you were saying... Sally, I'm the man. It was me.
He's tall, of course.
Well, 6'1's not bad.
And strong, like an oak tree. And he's sincere and honest and decent and kind. He's passionate, too. And he's going to sweep me into his arms and... Oh, Ginty!
Gotcha.
Oh, Ginty!
Sally, I only wrote those letters because I daren't say it out loud. Sally, I love you. Will you marry me?
Oh, Ginty, yes. Oh, Ginty, look out! The fire!
Oh, glory be, I'm on fire.
We'll burn together. Oh, Ginty, stop jumping around. I want to kiss you, you great idiot head.
Oh. And I want to jump clean out of me shirt from one end of Arnhem Land to the other. I want to tell the territory I'm the man to get the mail through come hell or high water. And I'll fight any man who says Sally Miller isn't the sweetest, prettiest girl in the whole damn world.
Yours faithfully.
And by the powers, that's a fact. That was episode 20 of Overland Patrol by Anthony Scott Veach and Maurice Travers. We present Overland Patrol, a series of stories set in the vast Australian outback, featuring Sergeant Adam Strang of the Northern Territory Police. Episode 19, The Inlanders.
Malabar Plains Police, Sergeant Adam Strang.
Good morning, Malabar Plains. This is Darwin Control.
Darwin. Who's speaking?
Policewoman Maisie Franklin here.
Good grief. I'm sorry, Miss Constable Franklin, but I was expecting to hear the rather harsher tones of Constable George Merry. When did you join?
I've been in the force 7 months, not counting my training, of course.
Ah, of course. Well, how do you like Darwin?
It's all right, but I'd rather be posted to an outback station.
That'll come, no doubt.
Oh, Adam. Oh, sorry.
Sergeant, I have an all stations message for you. A nationwide call. Are you ready to receive?
Hey, who's that?
Shh. Ready to receive, Constable.
A gold robbery is reported from South Australia. In the early hours of this morning, a consignment of gold bars from the refinery at Port Lamington was seized by a gang of 6 men who made their escape in a stolen truck. One of the gold escort was shot dead and 2 other guards severely wounded.
Proceed, please, Constable Franklin.
No accurate description of the men is available, but the leader was seen, a man with a scarred face, not yet identified. Police at all stations in all states are warned to be on the alert. Message ends.
Thank you, Constable Franklin. I take it that Darwin's aware that thieves of this kind, highly mobilized, might head north for safety.
I heard Inspector Petrie say something to that effect, sir.
No need to call me, sir. Unlike Mr. Petrie, my promotion hasn't come through yet.
Yes, Sergeant Strang. I'm signing off now.
You spoke your little piece very nicely, Constable. Did you say Maisie Franklin?
Yes, and thank you for being so nice, Sergeant Strang. I expect we'll be talking to each other a lot from now on. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Darwin.
Goodbye, Darwin, indeed. Police women, eh? How soon can I get my transfer through?
Any minute now, you'll get a transfer to Marble Bar, the hottest spot in Australia. This is no time for drooling over police women in distant Darwin. You heard what came over, didn't you?
A gold robbery? Yeah, but that happened miles and miles away. We just got it on the routine grapevine to be duly logged and noted.
There's nothing to stop those thieves from heading north. Let's see now. Port Lamington to Adelaide, the main highway.
Yeah, if they do head north, all we have to do is seal off the Stewart Highway and pick them off like flies.
There are 1 or 2 other roads, you know.
For want of a better name.
Even a sidetrack's useful if it gets you to the escape hatch. I wonder now, this time of year with the creeks dry.
Adam, Michael, Billy's boiling.
Ah, tea.
I'll get Marty to bring you a cup. I want you to stand by the transceiver.
Ah, but hang it, Adam. We're 1,000 miles from the scene of the crime.
Who knows? Constable Maisie might call.
Ah, yeah, that's a thought, isn't it? Yeah, I'll stand by.
You will. Oh, and while you're here, you can bring the log up to date.
Will do.
Call me if anything important breaks.
Okay, Adam. Malabar Plains Police, Constable Michael Dawson.
This is Darwin Control, Constable Maisie Franklin.
Well, how do you do? This is a slice of luck.
Is it? Constable, I have a further signal for you from Inspector Petrie, reference the hold-up at Port Lamington. It is now known that the value of the stolen gold is in the region of $90,000.
Quite a haul. And quite a weight to carry around, wouldn't you think, Constable?
That's just the point. Inspector Petrie says the weight of the haul will be a vital factor in the gang's getaway. Signing off now.
Signing off.
Was that a girl's voice I heard?
Oh, the girl, Marty. The sweetest girl. Well, you must have heard for yourself.
I heard we now have a policewoman on Darwin Control. Here's your tea. Don't let it get cold.
I tell you, I've never been more taken with a voice. Oh, my gosh, she's back again. Malabar Plains Police. Come in, Constable Maisie.
Maisie? This is Moffat Kinsey from the Casemate store. Has my permit come through yet for a petrol pump?
No, I'm afraid it hasn't, Mr. Kinsey.
What the hell are them jokers doing up in Darwin? That permit should have been through months ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you now? Well, sorrow isn't going to help me get my petrol pump. Put a bomb under them pen pushers in Darwin, will you?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
You're all the same, you government fellas. You draw your pay and your rations and you sit back like Jackie and wait for your pension to roll in. Well, it isn't good enough. I want some action.
All right, Mr. Kinsey. Goodbye.
I have a feeling you're talking to empty air.
You're right. Moffat Kinsey. He goes on as if he owned an emporium or something. All he has is a one-room general store stuck out in the middle of an empty plain as big as Ireland.
Drink your tea.
Oh, it's cold.
What do you expect? I'll get you some fresh.
Thanks, Marty, dear. Oh, you know, life's pretty stark when you come to think of it.
Stop complaining about your lot. If you ask me, Trooper Dawson, you're suffering from a mixture of Outback blues and an outsized dose of calf love. For both, I'll prescribe a large cup of scalding hot tea. And this time, if you don't drink it, let it be on your own head.
Darwin Control calling Malabar Plains Police. Darwin Control calling Malabar Plains. Come in, please.
Malabar Plains. Constable Michael Dawson saying hello.
Hello, Constable Dawson.
Ah, the name's Mike, remember?
I have a message for you, Constable.
Oh, we're getting quite a flow, aren't we? Okay, ready to receive. And I say, what about coming to the ball at Catherine next month?
Constable Dawson, let me remind you we are on duty. Message from Inspector Petrie to Sergeant Strang. Reference the Port Lamington gold robbery. No record has been found on the scar-faced man, but there has been a second hold-up, this time at the petrol station at Macedon. A positive identification has been made of the other man involved. He is Oscar Ravenna. I will spell that. Ravenna. Photographs of Ravenna and known associates are held at Darwin headquarters. Message ends.
Message received. And as soon as the sergeant comes in, I'll pass it on. Now, what about that ball at the Catherine?
That's quite out of the question, Constable Dawson. Signing off. Oh, George, what's the next station on the list? Cedar Hill, isn't it?
Well, Mike, anything more from Macedon?
No, not a sausage. And Adam, I'm curious.
What about?
Petrie making such a point of bringing you in on the Macedon hold-up and this Ravenna character. How come?
It's simple. First of all, look at the wall map.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Macedon's on the direct route through to the north. The service station was broken into and petrol stolen by 2 men in a truck. The garage owner tried to stop them and was knocked out. Later shown police photographs, he was able to identify one of the men.
As Oscar Ravenna?
Yes. Ravenna's a city crook with a record a mile long. It's a fair assumption that he and his pals were involved in the gold robbery. It ties in with the underworld tip-off they got in Adelaide. Way outside our beat and yet suddenly on our doorstep.
Yeah, but the roadblocks north of Macedon drew blank. The dragnet came up empty.
Which only proved that the gold robbers took one of 2 roads away from the highway, either this one or the Casemate Road northeast of here.
Yeah, but nothing's come through from the patrols at Sentinel. Wouldn't they be covering the Casemate country?
Certainly, but Ravenna and his mates had a head start. It's pretty rough country, don't forget. And they must have a heavy truck to tote all that load. Well, this won't buy Marty a new bonnet. While you're calling up Darwin, I'll get some beer.
You want me to call Darwin?
Yes. Don't like working in a vacuum. Jumbo Petrie says he has photo shots of Oscar Ravenna. I want to see him. With any luck, he can put them on this afternoon's mail plane, so get busy and raise them, will you?
Okay. Malabar Planes calling Darwin Control. Come in, Darwin.
Darwin Control? Darwin Control?
Hello, Constable Maisie. This is your old friend from the back of beyond. I have a message for Inspector Petrie. Are you ready to receive me?
Put some wood on the fire.
Vincent, what do you want a fire for with the damn sun blazing down, eh? You tell me.
I like a fire. It looks good.
Feels awful. Anyway, somebody might spot the smoke and come sticky beaking.
Losing your nerve, Ravenna. Anyway, who the hell's going to see anything? There's no one around here. There's nothing but damn oil. Now shut up and let the cicadas have a go.
Yeah, well, we lay low till sundown, eh? Then take the truck down the Casemate track?
That's the idea.
I still think it's a risk getting back on the track.
This is your first time in the territory, ain't it? I drove through to the Kimberleys one time. Friend of mine had a big scheme, a mining deal. The deal fizzled out and I nearly snuffed it. Anything you want to know about the inland, ask me. More important, ask me about the inlanders, the people.
Vincent, what the hell are you going on about now?
We aren't the first to have bolted for the territory. 9 out of 10 of them either died or got picked up. Like you're picking up that green-haired ant. I'd drop it if I was you.
Oh!
Painful, ain't it? But it's more painful to run out of water in between wells. Those mugs who died or got caught, they thought they knew the territory, but they didn't know the people. And if you don't know the people, you're dead.
And how many people around here do you know? Answer me that, Vincent. How many?
You're a fool. You have to know what makes people stay in godforsaken places, what makes them stick together, what makes the business work. Then you've a chance.
I hope you know what you're magging about, because I don't.
You take us, for instance. We split the gang after Port Lamington. We split the trucks. You and me, we got to Macedon with a leaking tank. And that was too bad when we needed petrol in a hurry.
Yeah, that mongrel at the gas station marked me. Remind me to go back there one day.
You'll never go back.
Ah, now, wait a minute, Vincent.
You won't go back because you'll be in Singapore with a girl on your knee and enough dough in the bank to keep you cool for 40 years.
Yeah, now you're talking, Vincent. Damn right you're right. I'll be in Singapore all right enough. I'll be swimming in champagne.
First, we have to get the casemate to fill up with more gas, more water, and use that radio.
Oh, Vincent, I still think it's one hell of a chance to take. Couldn't we just lay low near the airstrip, then make a dash for it when the plane comes in?
You're worse than the other boys, and heaven knows they're dim enough. Ravenna, just look at it. The aircraft's laid on to rendezvous with us at Malabar Plains, right?
Right. Well, but Jacobs will be there.
He'd better. Now, we offload the gold and fly out. Once we're airborne, we're free.
Yeah, but this casemate's stunned.
We have to trick 'em to get away. We can travel by night. We can keep clear of the tracks where we can. We can be almost invisible. But at some stage, Ravenna, we have to come right out in the open. Right out in the open, Ravenna. And that's just it about the territory. It's wide open like the sky. I tell you, it's easier to hide in a city street.
Ah, but it's the cops you're worried about.
I always worry about the cops. We leave tracks. They follow 'em. We buy petrol. We steal petrol. We leave tracks. Don't underestimate the territory cops, Ravenna.
Okay, so we use the radio at casemate. But there's another thing.
Hold it!
What's that?
I thought so. Look!
A plane. Vincent, they've bunged on an air search. They're spotting for us.
It's hardly likely, but stamp out that fire just in case. I'll throw some more branches over the truck for camouflage. Hurry, man! Hurry!
How long before we're over Malabar?
It won't be long now, Miss Franklin.
Good. My word, what a big country it is down there.
Glad to have you with us, Constable Franklin. It was a good idea sending you.
I think so too. Inspector Petrie said it was a good chance for me to see an outback patrol station.
It is indeed. Oh, this is my sister, Marty, Constable Franklin.
How do you do?
Constable Franklin, indeed. It's Maisie, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, but I do hope I'm not going to put you out, Miss Strang.
I'm Marty, and you're not putting anyone out. If there's one thing we've plenty of at Malabar Plains, it's beds.
Hello there!
Ah, our trooper. Over here a moment, Mike.
Is that Constable Dawson?
In person.
Oh.
A courier from Darwin, Michael. Personal dispatches from Inspector Petrie.
I say, well, what do you know? It can't be Constable Franklin?
I don't know how you guessed.
Oh, it just had to be. Hello, Maisie.
Hello, Michael.
You're taller. I mean, than I thought.
And you're younger.
Oh, voices are funny.
Yes, aren't they?
Those photos, Maisie, from headquarters.
Hmm? Oh, Sergeant, I'm sorry, I forgot. Here.
Thanks.
And Inspector Petrie said, would you call him up later this evening after you've gone through the records?
Will do. Mike, while I'm catching up on my homework, perhaps you'd like to show Maisie around the place.
Like a shot.
Marty, you'll have things to do indoors, no doubt, getting a room ready and so forth. And perhaps a cup of tea might be in order, don't you think?
I reckon she'll take a drop more. Now, that's about it, gents.
Good.
Nothing like having a full tank, mate. But wouldn't a pump be better for you?
Pump? I've been trying for 6 months to get one put in. Those lazy cows up in Darwin won't give me a permit.
Bad luck.
It is for me, mate. Make no mistake. I have to turn business away every day. You blokes were lucky that I had a few gallons put by in the shed. They reckon I'll have to build a concrete underground tank, not to mention a concrete runway. Talk about red tape.
Let's talk about radio.
Eh?
Ravenna, did you take a look out back?
Yeah, there's no one here besides this old goat.
Now, see here.
What's your name?
Kinsey. Moffat Kinsey. And what are you looking at me like that for? I'm not going to overcharge you for the petrol. I'm a working man, the same... A gun.
I shan't use it unless you force me to. Mr. Kinsey, I want to use your radio.
Oh, then why didn't you say so? You don't have to flash guns around here. This is the territory. You only have to ask.
Then we'll ask. Ravenna, give him the piece of paper.
Yeah. Here, Kinsey. Take it!
What's this?
We want you to call up the Malabar Plains police station and give them this message. Only you make it sound for real. As if you were just telling it, do you understand?
What's this it says? 2 men in a truck held up my store, got away, headed down the casemate track towards Sentinel. They've got guns and they're threatening to kill anyone who stops them. Mister, What is this?
Just go inside, switch on your transceiver, call up the police and tell them what's happened. Simple, ain't it?
But it hasn't happened. I mean, you want to get the Malabar police out here, don't you? You want to trick them.
Ravenna, he's smarter than he looks.
Yeah.
We want your help in a little deception, Mr. Kinsey, that's all. Easy, ain't it?
This truck. What's in the load, eh? What do you got in there?
Cement. Bags of cement, can't you see?
There was a gold robbery. It was on the radio. They said the men got away into the territory.
Why, you are...
No. Not yet, Ravenna. He has a message to send. A call for help. In the territory, all calls for help are answered, aren't they, Mr. Kinsey? Now then, let's go inside, shall we, and get on with it.
Mike, put in an extra rifle.
Right.
Lightning, get a move on, will you?
Coming, Sergeant Bush.
Quick check, water bag, spare ammunition, walkie-talkie. Right. We head up towards Casemate.
Triple Lightning reporting for duty, Sergeant Bush.
Well, get in.
What's keeping you, Mike? Time's wasting.
Righto, just a sec. Maisie, so long.
Goodbye, Michael. Goodbye. Bye, Adam. Bye, Michael.
This should do us nicely, Ravenna. Well clear of the casemate track, within striking distance of Malabar, but under cover. In thick scrub.
What about Kinsey here?
He did a good job. I'm proud of you, Mr. Kinsey.
I only done it because you had a gun in me ribs. Oh, if I'd have had any guts, I'd have warned Sergeant Strang. I'd have warned him. But I didn't.
We can't all be heroes. Get out, Mr. Kinsey.
You mean you're letting me go?
Out you get. We've no further use for you. Out you get.
You bet I will. Thanks for giving me a break, mister.
You deserved it, Mr. Kinsey.
Vincent! What did you have to do that for? Did you have to kill him?
We couldn't have him shouting the odds all over the country, could we? It's straight for the track and Malabar Plains Police Station. Now we move into phase 2 of the operation.
You're the boss, Vincent.
You're so right. Get going.
Another cup, Maisie?
No, thanks.
Tea's a blessing when there's a flap on. You know, I've been housekeeper to a working policeman for goodness knows how many years, but I still get butterflies when he goes out on a dangerous patrol.
For the first time, I had the same feeling as they drove away. A ghastly, helpless feeling.
Michael's very nice, isn't he?
I was thinking of them both. And Lightning, the tracker.
Oh, there's a car pulling up. Surely it can't be... No, it's a truck. Seems to be loaded with cement. There are 2 men getting out. I better go and see what they want. I won't be long.
Vincent, the radio!
Only to be expected. This is a police station. All right, Miss Strang, answer it. Answer it, or I'll kill the girl and then you.
Very well. Malabar Plains Police?
Marty, this is Adam. I'm calling you on the portable while I'm still in range. We found the casemate store deserted. No sign of Kinsey. We're 20 miles down the track, but Lightning couldn't find...
Oh.
What the hell are you doing?
He's using the portable. It's a weak signal. I'm trying to get him back on wavelength.
Then hurry up and bring him back in before he gets suspicious.
What would he have to be suspicious about? I told you, it's only a limited range set.
It's a wonder he was able to raise it at all.
Shut up! Ravenna, get back to that window.
No sign of the plane yet. It's past 1600 hours and there's no sign.
Keep watching, damn you! Now then, ladies, let's have no more fooling about, shall we? Miss Strang, you know the score. You're to handle all calls that come through that radio. You're to keep the police away. And you're to do exactly as I say, or you're dead. I hope I make myself clear, Miss Strang.
Can't you raise her, Adam?
All I get's an earful of static. But Marty came through loud and clear before. Surely the girl hasn't pulled the wrong plug on me. I'll try again. Calling Malabar Plains, calling Malabar Plains.
Perhaps you got a foot tangled in one of the leads. I know, I did that myself the other day by accident. Cut myself off like a flash.
Calling Malabar.
Sergeant Boss!
Oh, Lightning's found something.
Right, I'm packing this in. Grab the gear, will you, Mike? We'll head back to the Land Rover.
Sergeant Boss! Sergeant Boss! 5 fresh tracks, all right. Make 'em for scrub. That way.
Tire tracks? Big tires?
Yeah, plenty, big boss. Them fella drive over hard rocks. Tried the hard tracks. But this fella pick up tomahawks, more flurry out.
They were smart, but not smart enough. Good on you, Lightning. You never miss.
Oh, well.
That way, south by west, in the direction of Malabar Plains. We'll follow those tracks, gentlemen. We'll follow them all the way through.
It's landing. It's landing. Wilbur made it.
All right, take the truck, drive onto the airstrip. You and Wilbur transfer the load to the plane.
Yeah, but what about the transceiver?
I'll stand by until we're ready for takeoff. We don't want any slip-ups now, do we, ladies? All right, Ravenna, move.
You bet. I'm on my way to Singapore.
Now we can relax. A cigarette, Miss Strang?
No, thanks.
I think I'll go for a walk.
You'll sit down again. I said sit down.
That early report was right, wasn't it? You have a horribly scarred face.
Trying to get me angry, Miss Strang. Inserting a needle. I'm afraid I always was insensitive to everything.
How lucky for you.
You put on a brave face, I must say, both of you. But your hands betray you, and your knees. You can't stop them shaking, can you? Is it me gun you're afraid of?
If you did shoot us, it'd make it so much worse for you, now that my brother's on his way back.
Your brother is now halfway to Sentinel, on a cold, cold trail.
Don't be so sure. When he called up on the portable, I deliberately cut him off, you know.
Did you now?
Don't you believe me? I cut him off because he was about to say something about Lightning, the black tracker. He must have found something. So I broke the connection before my brother could say anything else.
Very interesting indeed.
When the connection was broken, my brother would call up the patrol at Sentinel. He'd draw a blank there, so by now he'd be heading for home.
You lying little...
Oh, you swine!
Call up Sentinel. Call him up. Hear me?
Very well. I can't do it. I feel sick.
Out of my way. Out of the way! We'll soon see what calls have come into your precious Sentinel. We'll soon see how smart you've been. Calling Sentinel Police. Calling Sentinel Police.
You have to press the alarm call switch, Mr. Vincent. That one at the back.
The devil that...
Now, Maisie!
What the... Oh!
Well hit, Maisie, well hit!
I'm afraid I've broken your vase.
Afraid? Oh, Maisie, Maisie!
The car! The Land Rover!
Marty, they're back! They're back! Adam, quick, the airstrip! Get to the airstrip, Adam! Quickly! Quickly!
I put on another record, Maisie. My dance, I think.
But Michael, you've just had one.
Well, I need the exercise.
And our old veranda floor needs sanding. I'm afraid it's not much good for dancing.
I think it's wonderful.
I'll go and open some more beer. Oh, Adam, was it an important call?
Only Darwin headquarters.
Oh?
It's all right, Maisie, relax. I've just been on to Inspector Petrie. He suggests you take 3 days' leave. In view of the special duties you were called on to perform and the apprehension of Vincent and Ravenna and the safe recovery of $90,000 worth of gold.
Great! We'll go fishing or swimming and...
Anything you say, Michael.
Marty, you in favor of enlisting ladies in the Territory Police Force?
After today, Adam dear, yes, I most fervently am. That girl never showed a trace of fear. All those hours she sat with that horrible scar-faced man standing over us with a gun, she didn't bat an eyelid. And then the way she donged him. Oh, Adam, I wish you'd seen it.
I wish I'd seen both of you, Marty. I'd like to go on record as saying I'm proud of you. Now, may I break the habit of years and ask you for a dance? Hang it, we can do just as well as the constable, surely, eh? A dance, Miss Strang.
That was episode 19 of Overland Patrol by Anthony Scott Veach and Maurice Travers.